Check. Good evening and welcome to Mazad Cricket Ground, day number 8 of QCA Ramadan Cup 2023 Super 16 knockout, last league game that's going to take place here in this beautiful cricket ground in Mazad between QIECO and various Blue CC. We're going to have another cracker of the contest. Today is being the 8th day of this tournament out of 64 teams who have registered in this big tournament. Is brought to you by QCA. 16 super teams have qualified and they're playing in this, the last league game between QIECO and various Blue CC. We'll have the pitch report for the first match. We have a double header this evening. And welcome to Mazad Cricket Ground once again. Day number 8 of Ramzan Cup, QCA Ramzan Cup 2023. It's going to be a cracking contest. Again, we have a double header as well today on Sunday, 8th April. Let's have a look at the pitch. The pitch was super for the last 2 days. After getting a lot of runs in the first innings, it's also created plenty of bounce for the spinners as well. And the seamers, when they come out to bowl, they create a lot of movements in this beautiful surface. If you have a look at this one, you can see lots of crack here, right here in the spot where they're going to pitch the ball, even in this side as well. There was a bit of moisturizer yesterday. There was dew as well. But today, I wonder if the team captain win the toss, they'll definitely going to bat first, because they know that in the first 20 overs, it's going to be a lot of runs. Expect to be flown here in excess of 150, maybe 160 runs if they bat really well. And also, do not forget the kind of surface, it helps the seamers as well. Well, straight away we go to the tossing ceremony for the first encounter between QIECO and various Blue CC. Good evening and welcome to Mazar Cricket Ground, day number 8 of Ramzan Cup 2023, brought to you by QCA. Alongside with me, two captains, QIECO and various. QIECO captain Rishad and various captain Mr. Kushal, right here ready for the toss. One more cracking contest, and we also have Mr. Prasanna, the match referee. So Kushal, you're going to spin the coin.
Heads. All is heads.
Heads is the call. Tails it is. Kushal, you won the toss. What would you like to choose and why?
We'll bat first. Looks a very flat track, batting wicket, and looking at the game last night, as a good pitch to bat first, then second. So hopefully we'll put some good score.
We got almost into 200 runs last night, a centurion as well. It was a terrific pitch to bat on. So I'm sure you got some frontline batters who can entertain all of us this evening as well.
Yeah, we do. We have a good batting lineup, till number 8, number 9. Hopefully, anything 160 plus would be a good score to defend.
Perfect. Have a very good one. All the very best. Rishad, you lost the toss. You're going to field first. What could be the score you want to restrict the opposition, especially when they're having a good opening batters to start?
We always wanted to restrict the opposition under 140 maximum. We don't want to give them more scores, but it depends. It's again on the day. It's a cricket, anything can happen. So we will try to keep them under 120 at least.
What do you reckon about the surface? I'm sure you had a very close look at the surface. It's also supported spinners, even the spinners and seam bowlers. What do you reckon about the surface?
It looks perfect. It looks perfect, and we are hoping for a great game, inshallah, because we got good balance with pace and spin, and even medium. So let's hope for the best.
Have a very good one and good luck. News from the centre is Kushal, the captain of various, had won the toss and elected to bat first. Well, that's for the tossing ceremony. For the first encounter between the various blue team was QIECO. Straight away after winning the toss, various Blue CC captain Kushal had elected to bat first as most of the captains, after winning the toss, electing to bat first, especially for the first match yesterday, 7th day, we had a big match. The team who had batted first almost got into 200. Alongside with me, Hunain, just joining here. A very good evening and welcome.
Yeah, good evening. Welcome to you too, Shazar. So how's the pitch looking today?
Well, pitch looks pretty good. It's going to be a lot of runs flowing today, as well as we've seen in the last few encounters. Yesterday was the one team who got into almost 200 runs from 20 overs, including a century. It was too good to watch. Mohammad Zishan, he got 102 runs from. He was striking at the rate of 200. It was a treat to watch his massive batting performance for Zishan. And it ended up in 197 from 20 overs, which was a beautiful batting pitch.
Yeah, I was watching last night too. It really was spectacular. The shot selection, everything about it was 100% onslaught, on point. So do you really think the Warriors can get to a target of 200 today, or is it too much to ask for the QIECO?
Well, Kushal, the captain of Warriors, is a very popular cricketer. He knows the strength of his team. He believes that his opening batters would be targeting around 150 to 160, which is a pass score. So anything more than that, they will take it. Quite capable of producing those kind of runs in the innings. Let's have a look at the QIECO batting lineup for the first match. Yasindu, Muhammad Sharif, Ajmal, Tivakaran, Prashant, Saeed Mazhar, Munir Abdul, Ankit Chauhan, Aman, Muhammad Rishad and Faizan Naim. A very good looking side from QIECO. Their first game in this tournament, brought to you by QCA. This is Super 16 Knockout QCA Cup 2023 progressing here in Massage Cricket Ground. Weather looks fantastic, Hunain, today as well.
Yeah, 100% it does. It's not too cold, it's not too hot, just the perfect weather for cricket. Perfect weather for batting, for bowling and fielding as well. Yeah, as you can just see, the QIECO team is just out there just getting their team ahead. What do you think they're going to start with? Do you think they're going to start with all fast bowlers, or maybe they'll switch between the spinners and the fast bowlers as well? Because the pitch out there looks it is a bit dusty, I'll be honest.
Well, what we have seen yesterday as well, the seamers started off really well, started getting those movements which they expect from this kind of surface. But surprisingly, the spinners who came to the party and produced some match-winning wickets, it was a treat to watch. Couple of spinners, they complemented each other. They are the one who actually put the pause to the run flow of the opposition team. So I'm sure today as well, the fielding team, QIECO has been asked to bowl first. Now Warriors is batting. I'm sure they'll have at least 2 to 3 spinners who can come and could be very handy in the surface.
Yeah, for sure. I actually know a couple of these people personally. Some of these QIECO players. As you can see, Ankit Chauhan, one of the most fit players out there. You can just see the way he's just, the body language he's just producing on the field. He wants those wickets. He wants those dot balls, and he wants to really just attack the opposition side as well, because the batsmen really can't get into a groove, and once they do get into a groove, it's going to be hard for them to get out of it, really.
Well, it's going to be a good contest. The man in green are looking good. QIECO team led by Mr. Rishad. They're up against a pretty balanced team of Warriors. They're going to bat first. Plenty of players from Pakistan in both sides, and very predominantly in this side in QIECO, and maybe 1 or 2 players on the other side from Pakistan, rest of them from India. So mix of seamers and power hitters. They got a bunch of power hitters, especially in this side, QIECO led by Rishad.
Yeah, 100%. It's really a nice treat to watch a game full of diversity, full of all sorts of nations come and play together in harmony, in peace, really, against each other as well. So you've got a team full of Indians and Pakistanis and Bangladeshis versus another team full of Indians, Pakistanis and Bangladeshis. All sorts of people, all sorts of players. It's just diverse. The versatility here is It's crazy to think about it, really. It's nice. Positive.
You talk about any national team as well for any GCC countries. You got filled with Indians and Pakistanis in the top order, even the bowlers. Talking about the bowlers, we should yesterday Jabir Khan, one of the pace bowler from Pakistan. You create a lot of pressure up front. Has taken 4 wickets. It was absolute seam bowling performance by Jabir Khan. So we can expect another seam bowler to come and do damage up front for the opposition team. But I'm looking forward for the spinners to come and perform again in this pitch. How the spinners are going to turn the ball. A couple of very good looking googlies, and they spun ball into and even out from the right hand and left hand batters. Has really upset the opposition team. All set to go. Day number 8 of Ramadan Cup 2023. As a terrific initiative by QCA again. So after this final league game, we'll be moving to the qualifier. Quarterfinals, beg your pardon, from tomorrow, 10th April, from 6:30 p.m. onwards. So this is going to be the last league game between these two teams, QIECO and Valius. Valius winning the toss. We elected to bat first, the first ball.
Yeah, good swing there. Good shot as well. It's a bit of a quick outfield today as compared to the other days. Not so much really. And yeah, they're gonna get a double off the first ball. You saw just a little bit of swing there. And what have we got there? Not so good by QIECO. And they've got an overthrow. 3 runs off the first ball.
Well, that was quite unnecessary extra run conceded after a brilliant shot towards a off-the-mark style. Adnan and Atif, 2 opening batters right in the middle for Various. And to start the proceedings is Ankit Chauhan, as you rightly mentioned, one of the finest player in the side.
Yeah, 100%. Standing at 6'1", he's a physically fit guy. He likes to swing the ball. He's got pace. He's got the reach. He's got the height, seam, bounce. He's the whole package, really. Ankit. Let's see what he does here. Another good ball, drives it, and goes straight to the fielder. What do you think about this pitch being an extremely different one, especially when it comes to the point where you start off with the seamers, and the first 2-3 overs the ball swings a bit, and not so much, it just swings a bit, enough for Middle Eastern conditions, and then when you bring the spinners on, the ball really starts to spin miles ahead. What's that about?
Yes, that's what the strategy about captain bringing the seamers and later.
Oh, good delivery, very good delivery, Yorker length, and it's swung out. He's got outswing there, Ankit. He knows it, and now for the first 3 balls, he's going to use that to his advantage. Let's see how the rest of the 3 balls go.
Well, it's going to help this team bowling second. There will be dew in the second innings, which is going to help.
Good ball again, and it's slashed away, has it? Yes, it has been, and it's going to go. Oh, no, it isn't. Good fielding. They get a double. That was a good shot by Adnan. He just slashed at it, really, more of a flick, wasn't it? And he'll get runs off that as well.
As it was a good flick of risk. He started playing that any other ground. It's not that quick outfield in this Mizar cricket. On any other ground, it would have been a perfect boundary, power, and it was middled it properly. It's 5 for no loss in the first over.
Gone for the appeal, has it? No, it's just going to flick through his pads, off his leg, onto the boundary. Those are going to be byes. And, just confirmation from the umpire. Good delivery in terms of swing, but, just maybe needs to work on the line a little bit there, Ankit. Just need to get his groove on. He's gonna be thinking about this next ball. He's gonna try to finish the over on high, and then hopefully, if he gets another over, try and maybe switch things up a bit. Try and get the first slip into play as well.
Well, it's a good start. It's not a bad start for the team. They got 9 runs at about 10.80. Umpire is controlling this game in. Umpire Mr. Srilish on the squad of wrestle.
Good delivery. Really good delivery. Yep. Just going to end the over on 9 runs. And
Yes, after 1 over, Various just 9 runs on the board. Adnan and Atif, 2 opening batters. Yes, moving on after the first with just 9 runs on the board. Atif and Adnan, 2 opening batters. And Mohammad Sharif into the attack from QIECO. It looks like a pretty balanced team of Various playing this evening. It's a very important match. It's a knockout game. If they win, they will be through that next stage of this, which will be the quarterfinals starting from tomorrow.
quick delivery, but a better shot. Ankit unable to get to the ball. Is going to be a brilliant and absolutely fabulous cover drive by Atif. Goes to the boundary. Lovely, lovely shot. Really a treat to watch. Yeah, just swung in, nipped back in, but it was wide of off stump. It was a good length, but not a good line, was it? And yeah, just smacked away for 4. Good boundary.
Started off really well in this first over. A little bit is lazy feeling. It should have put a little more effort to try and stop the ball. The fielders that covers region, but it's a well-directed, good placement right in the middle of the bat. Atif 7 from 2.
He appeals for it. They like it. The umpire says no. Maybe just sliding down leg. Yeah, first slip was a bit chirpy on that one, and yeah, just sliding down leg, not so much. Are there any DRSs left then? Any reviews? Are there any reviews left?
Well, there's no review here. If there was review, it would have been very, very difficult. There were a lot of close calls yesterday as well. Last evening, plenty of appeal for leg before wicket. The umpire had a tough time, but I reckon it was a very good decisions. Umpires have done a fabulous job throughout this tournament.
Nip back again, and he's lofted it. That's a great shot. Is it a great shot though? Is there a fielder? Oh, and he's dropped it. Ankit has dropped it. Ankit has dropped an absolute sitter. Mate, what have you done there? No. The inform batter too. He's middling it. You don't want to drop those. Oh, mate. Oh, he's going to be dissatisfied with that. Yeah.
It was an absolute sitter. Have a look at this one. It was in the air for a long, long time. Ankit Chauhan underneath that ball. Just not able to hold on. It has absolute. It was a dolly, wasn't it? It just missed a big chance.
Yeah, really just a pie. Nips in again, and yeah, good, nicely played. The one thing about Ankit is though, having known him, having seen him play a lot of games, he is a gun fielder. He is a gun fielder, really. And I'm just gonna balance the things out here. Yeah, that was a sitter. He should have caught that. But in the past, he really is a good fielder. At one point in his time, he threw a ball all the way from deep square leg, and it was a direct hit, and it got the batsman out, and I got him the man of the match at a specific game. Swinging in, and it's slashed away. Does it go to the boundary? No, it doesn't. Yeah, slow outfield. Fails the batsman's one again.
It could be the dew factor. It's slippery from the hands of the fielders. We could see a lot of times the catch has been dropped on because of the moisture. But nevertheless, this is professional cricket. Yes, do is a big factor, but you got to catch those. You should not miss those catches. As today, Zishan, the only centurion so far this tournament, he was missed when he was 0. We must
Dropped
miss
on
he was
0.
21, then he ended up making a big century.
Oh, and he's dropped it. He has dropped it. Faizan Naeem has dropped an absolute sitter. That was easier than the first one. That was slow, straight into the hands of the slip, and he dropped it. My oh my. Talk about an easy catch. Talk about a big player. He has dropped an easy catch. Yeah, that was supposed to be taken. What have you done there? Yeah, all talk, no actions.
It was an easy catch compared to the one which was in the air for a long time, but this should have been taken. It was a kind of catch, is a straightforward one. A first slip, you have your best fielders who are standing in the first slip. It's supposed to be that regulation catch it should have taken. Ankit Chauhan and Mohammad Sharif, 2 opening bowlers from QIECO. After 2 overs, they got 17 runs without losing any wickets.
Yeah, definitely was a regulation catch. Should have taken that, Faizan. Bit of swing there again. Good ball by Ankit. Just regaining his confidence after that first over. It wasn't a bad over, but it necessarily wasn't the best of overs either, because this guy, he really can swing the ball, and he knows at the bottom of his heart, he knows he can do better. He knows he can do better, and he is a better player than that.
He needs to come back as one of the big match player, as you mentioned, Ankit Chauhan. He needs to come
Definitely.
back. He knows it's a knockout game.
Definitely.
He knows the fact that he needs to get into the second stage of this tournament. Ankit Chauhan, moving on.
Alright for a ball. Just, yeah, he could have done better there in the slip region. Could have stopped the ball. Didn't even try for it. Just looking at the ball like it's his fault. The ball was going to ball out swingers, but you've got to stop those. The keeper and the slip.
Look at his body language. He is not happy at all, and he shouldn't be. He bowled an extra line. It was away from the offside, and keeper made a complete mess of it. Even 2 fielders were not able to catch this ball. There is a first slip as well. And guess what? 5 runs conceded from the second delivery.
Pulls it away. Straight to the field. Better fielding this time around. Good fielding this time around. Regaining their confidence. These QIECO.
Has tried to pull away towards the mid wicket. Finds a fielder. It's a good comeback after conceding a wide. It's already 22. Have a look at the pass score in this ground is around 150.
Brilliant fielding. Nice fielding on that occasion. Yeah, he gets a pat on his back. Deservedly.
That's how they need to bring the confidence back to the players, especially have been dropped couple of catches. It was very, very easy. Need to have good efforts in the field. That's what exactly the one we fielded, it's deserved the hand. Appreciation from the other teammates. Yes, well done, buddy. We need to move on with these kind of good fielding efforts.
Pushes at it. Lofted drive, is it? Yes, it is. But there's a fielder there. That was a good shot. The slow outfielders yet again fail the batsman. But, yeah, good shot nonetheless. Ankit just has to try a little something different here. Just a little something different here. They need a breakthrough. They know he's a good bowler. He's a big game bowler. He's a knockout stage bowler. Gone player he is. Gone fielder. He just needs to produce that.
I got a little bit of width, a change of length from Ankit. He went above that fielder in mid-off. Just not able to reach up to the fence. Managed to get a couple of runs. 25 for no loss.
That's in the air. That's a catch. That is a catch and a half. You absolute beauty. Yes, sir. That was a brilliant catch. He dove for it. One-hander. That was an absolute screamer. Take a bow, mate. You absolutely deserve it. Good catch.
It was a fantastic. Have a look at the replay again. It's spinning away from the right hand batter, went for it above that 30-yard circle. A deep extra cover fielder having an eye on the ball and not making any mistakes. Complete a well judged catch, and especially after being dropped a couple of catches, this is a big one. I got a big fish back in the dugout. Atif has to depart on this occasion. 10 from 6. Aman was the fielder. The fantastic fielding effort. I need to move on with those kind of efforts in this field. It's a knockout game between very strong two teams, Various and QIECO. After winning the toss, QIECO captain, Various captain Kushal had decided to bat first. I just had a chat with him. He was mentioning about 130 to 140. That's what the runs he would be looking forward. In the first innings, it's a 20 overs match, a 6 overs power play. It's just going to complete the third over. 25 for 1. Avatar Singh has just joined there in the middle. A very interesting name, Hunain. Avatar Singh.
Yeah, the name doesn't really matter as much as his batting will here, because it's one down. They've got 25 runs on the board. They've got a good score for 3 overs, especially for this pitch. Let's see what he does. Let's see if he goes out to hit, or if he just maybe likes to stay in his crease, maybe like to get a couple dot balls here and there. Yeah, that was more Sachin Tendulkar than it was MS Dhoni, and it's going to end the third over 25 for 1.
So moving on, Warriors Blue has got plenty of batters in the middle order as well. They got a wicket here. Kushal is one of the finest batter. Avatar Singh just joined there in the middle. Raghuram and couple of other batters going to be very handy in the middle order. They need to make those 130 to 140 runs.
Yeah, wide delivery. Well kept by the keeper though. There is a bit of dew there. Yes sir, there is. But let's see what the fielding side does. Let's see what they do different to counter the dew factor.
Well, QIECO captain, we had a chat with him. Rishad was mentioning about restricting the opposition team with less than 130 runs. If they can manage to do that, it's going to be very interesting when they come out to bat down the leg side. Has to be a wide. Mohammad Sharif. From his first over, conceded 10 runs. Couple of wides to start this over. Still 6 legal deliveries left in this over. 27 for 1. They're having a good run rate. 9 runs, not a bad start for Various in this big knockout game. Swinging into the right hand batter, finds the fielder, bit of fumble. He can come back for an extra run. Couple of runs added. It was a good looking shot, made a good sound. Had a little width and got a good position to play towards the mid wicket. This finds the fielder in the edge of the circle. Adnan moves to 18 and Avatar just joined there in the middle. 29 for 1.
Swings in, slashes out at the batsman Adnan, and it is going to go over the fielder, over the cover region for 4. Good shot. Brilliant shot.
Very well directed. Have a look at this one. Swinging into the right hand batter. And it's played through the line. It was a very, very good shot to that covers region for a good looking boundary. And move to 33. And the run rate shooting up at this moment, 9.90. Adnan has played a couple of very good shots, 12 from 13.
Gonna be called a wide. Bit controversial, a little bit controversial. First slip just moved to second slip in between the delivery. Just maybe the bowler trying something new, maybe because they do need a couple of wickets there, definitely.
Well, if they move on with this partnership, that's what yesterday also we saw that a couple of wickets were taken initially, and after that there's a fantastic partnership.
Drives it straight to the fielder.
Adnan looks good. He looks very confident out there in the middle. The way he plays, stand tall and using the pace of the ball. The traditional cover drives is going to play an encore innings, probably stay there for another 6 to 7 overs, get good runs on his individual score, and we can push the score after the power play probably to 50 runs.
A bit of an appeal there, but not given. Yeah, you were just mentioning about Adnan. Yeah, he does look like a good player. He is a good player. He doesn't really like to use his power, even though he does have a lot of power. He doesn't like to use his power as much as he does just like to maybe guide the ball to the fence. That's kind of his expertise, really.
Well, they need to play sensible from now. Lost a wicket. There were a couple of drop catches, and this partnership is going to be very crucial. Avatar and Adnan, two batters in the middle for Warriors. That's a long over by Mohammad Sharif. Couple of deliveries left. Conceded 3 wides and 1 leg by so far.
Nip back in, but that was a great shot. It was really even better fielding there. Holding on to the ball in his wet outfield.
It was very quick, and just making the pace of the ball. Nip back in and play towards the mid wicket. Just getting only a single. Not much power. Plenty of runs in this over. 1 ball to go.
Drives it, but straight to the fielder. And it's going to end the proceedings of the 4th over. 2 to go in this power play. And it's going to be 36 for 1.
Let's have a look at the QIECO batting card. Yasindu, Mohammad Sharif, Wajam, Ramai, Tivakran, Prashant Tyagi, Said Mazhar, Munir Abdul Rahman, Ankit Chauhan, Aman Chakar, Muhammad Rishat, and Faizan Naim. Moving on, Chauhan to continue.
Swinging again. Fishing for that wicket, Ankit. He's still on the attack. He doesn't want to defend. He doesn't want to go for the dot balls. He still wants those wickets. He's got 2 overs left. Well, 1.5 to be more precise. And he's still looking for those wickets. Standing at 6'1", this Ankit here. He just needs a little breakthrough. He already has a wicket to his name. He maybe needs a couple more to get his team going.
Well, it's a big match player, as we mentioned earlier. He is looking for more wickets, a wicket-taking bowler.
Miscommunication, is it? No, it isn't. No, it isn't. They fix it in the end. And good throw.
If they can capitalize from here onwards with the run rate they have, it's more than 8.5. It's more than 8, and they need to move on with the space. It looks like they're going to get not less than 50 runs when they complete the power play.
Pushes down at 8. Is there going to be an on drive? No, good fielding again.
It's a very good shot to watch it, especially punched down the track. It's going to go all the way to the fence. There was protection there in the long on region. make a par and log off. The captain is made sure that he has got the best fielders in the right position. Rishad, the captain of QIECO, after losing the toss, he has been asked to bowl first against Warrior CC.
Pushes at it again. Is it going to be a catch this time around? No, it isn't. It's going to be a couple of bounces into the fence for 4. That is a brilliant shot by Avatar Singh. Yeah, just go underneath it, into the box, and lofts it beautifully over the fielders. No idea where it's gone.
It's a well-directed, lofted cover drive, and he knew what exactly he was doing. Head was in good position, using the pace of the ball as a much-needed boundary. 4.4, they are moving ahead with net run rate of 9.
Big appeal, big appeal. Is it going to be run out? Yeah, yes, it is. Miscommunication. And another wicket gone. This is madness out there. He hits a brilliant shot. And we praise him. And off he goes, Avatar. What was that, mate? Big appeal. Loud appeal was it. No, sliding down leg. And miscommunication. Off he goes. He looked like a good batsman. Such a shame.
It's what we say. We should never run for the misfield, not even for the appeal. And everybody was really pumped up with that appeal. And the batters are also getting confused what's happening. He went for an extra unnecessary run. He has to give away his wicket and walking back to the dugout. Avatar Singh had to report a new batter joined there. 42-42, just one ball away from the 5th over. 8.69. If they can manage to get 8 runs to 10 from the next over, they will be heading towards 50 runs mark in the power play.
Yeah, definitely. And if they're heading to 50 in the power play, and they're going at a run rate of an 8.7, 8.8, maybe 8.9, I'm pretty sure they might as well just reach 200 when they really accelerate in those last 5-6 overs. What do you think? What do you reckon?
Well, they need a partnership to get into that kind of score. Yesterday we saw, last evening, from Shah Levin. It was a fantastic century from Zishan, as I mentioned. He was dropped thrice when he was 0, 19 and 21. 3 times the catches went put on, but he went on playing superb shots. Entertained more than 10 sixes, 11 sixes to be precise, and 7 boundaries. It was too good to watch that innings. But there was a partnership with the captain Salim as well. That's the best partnership in this tournament so far. Almost close to 200, 180 to be precise. We need to have this kind of partnership.
Blocks at it. Blocks at it. They're going to get a quick single. Yep, good one. Very good one.
After the completion of the 5th over, Warriors 43-42. So moving on, after the 5 was Mohammad Rishad, the captain of QIECO, has been introduced into the attack himself. He is looking forward that another wicket. They've got a couple of wickets here. Shakir just joined there in the middle for Warriors. Adnan is still there. It's 13 from 18. Rishad to start his first over. Shakir is going to take his own time and start playing his shots. They need a partnership here. After 5 overs, 43-4-2. Straight away produced the dot ball, a good calm. Very good line and length from Rishad to start off things. Swings and he'll find. We'll have to wait for the umpire's call whether it's a leg by or played. Yes, he has reckoned it's a leg by. He's trying to play towards that fine leg region.
Yeah, great ball by Hasnain Zafar. Just a brilliant ball by Hasnain. Just the real Pacino he is really.
Mohammad Rishad, the captain, into the attack. Went for that. Has he got enough bat on it? Reckon it's a maximum. He knew what exactly he was doing. It was too good to watch. Complete control over there. Have a look at this one. He made it a good position. It was swinging into his pads and making complete use of it. A cracking 6 from Adnan.
Yeah, just a brilliant shot by Adnan. What a brilliant shot that was. Nicely played. Just got underneath the ball, lofted it all the way for 6. Good shot.
On this occasion, his punch towards the point region finds the fielder there. It's a good comeback after consider that 6 from the captain. Down the track he comes. Has he got enough? The ball is into the blue sky and dispatched out from the park. What a good shot. He has got absolute control over this one. Dispatched in style. Have a look at this again.
Would you look at that? Would you look at that? What an absolute beauty of a shot. He just got down the track, shy of Freedy style, got underneath it, and off it goes. Yeah, no clue where it went. The bowler had his hands on his head. Brilliant shot. That brings us to the end of this power play. 56 for 2.
Moving on, Thivakar, another fine bowler, has been introduced into the attack. Shakir swings really hard and straight away, putting into his beautiful pulled away in style to deep mid wicket for a boundary. Have a look at this one.
Yeah, just looking at the replay there, it was a shorter delivery and picked it up really early, outside of the off stump. Not much footwork there, but yeah, just pulled it away. Nicely done. Brilliantly done, really. Good shot by Shakir.
They are moving on very strongly here at net run rate of 9.73. Just 6.1 and already moved to 60. The power play was very good in spite of losing those couple of wickets. They managed to get 2 runs on the board. Once again towards the fine leg, he'll find the field on the edge of the circle. Managed to get a single.
Yeah, just flicked down the leg side this time around. Shakir looks like an able batsman, like a really agile batsman. You look at the first 2 shots that he's played of this specific over, 4 and a single, both.
A 100 shot. Deep mid wicket, there is no protection, and it's going to go all the way to the fence. Another boundary from this man. Adnan had started putting on show here in this Mizad cricket ground. It's a knockout game. It just moved to 29 quickly from 23 deliveries. It was in the slot, drifting towards the right hand batter and just using the pace of the bowler. A gorgeous looking shot from Adnan.
Yeah, what a shot really that was. One-handed, just goes to show that he's a top-handed player. The finest of the finest batsmen are all top-handed, and that was a great shot.
Change of length and pace off as well from Divakaran. Good comeback, just not able to reach the line of the ball. He's looking good. He's looking very confident out there in the middle. Adnan, 29 from just 24. Picked it up to the same direction. There will be protection as man gone for a couple of runs more. It's good batting, sensible batting, not only for going for the big shots, is rotating the strike as well. After that dot ball, he's got two more. Divakaran conceded 11 runs from the first 5 deliveries, and the run rate is cruising towards 10 runs. Slow one, straight to the feeder in the point region. The end of the 7th over, 67 for 2. Warriors. Welcome back, everyone who just tuned in with us for live cricket actions. Mazar Cricket Ground right here, the last league game in this QCA Ramadan Cup 2023 progressing here with two very good teams. Warriors was QIECO after winning the toss. Kushal, the captain, has decided to bat first, and after 7 overs, 67 for 2. Shakir and Adnan trying to make a good partnership here. Adnan looking very, very confident out there in the middle. It looks like he started taking control over this innings. Started playing his few good shots towards that covers region. It was 3 to watch. And Shakir, 6 from 6, giving him a good company there in the middle. Swings, and it's almost got into the stump. Lucky enough to get an edge. There is Zaid Mazhar into the attack as another pace bowler in the side of QIECO. Captain Rishad is making a lot of adjustment in the field and bringing the new bowlers. They're trying to get another couple of wickets, maybe put the pressure back to the batting team. At this moment, it is all they have got into the last 2-3 overs. The run rate is suddenly shot up from 6.27 to 9.2. Went for the shot again. He found the gap. He's beating the man at backward point. There is a extra failure in the deep. Said Mazhar need to make sure his line and length is up against Adnan. 32 from 27. He's looking good. He's looking dangerous out there in the middle. Shakir, a very experienced campaign in the side of Warriors, need to give him good company. Goes big. Has he got enough? In the air. Field is underneath and he's dropped it. Another drop catch. The third one for this evening. It was another very easy catch. Not that tough. It was in the air for a long time. That they should have taken this kind of catches. Shakir wanted to go towards that long off region, just getting a leading edge. On this occasion, Adnan He knew what exactly he was doing. There's no fielder there, not able to reach up to the fence. I'll move to 34 from 28. Is looking good. He's eyeing for that 50. Just 28 deliveries, second 34, Adnan. It's a good contest between these two teams, the Warriors Blue and QIECO CC. The team who wins will straight away get into the quarterfinals, which is starting from 10th April. That means tomorrow 6:30 p.m. Up in the air, down the track, it's between long on and long off. You'll find the fielder. This tournament started off really well. On 1st of April, this is at 8 day. The first one won by Green Gram, Gladiator. After that, it's Phantom CC, the Quad Super Kings, the United Challengers, Chargers CC. And yesterday was a superb batting performance from Shah 11, or batters in the middle, Zishan and the captain Salim. And this evening, QIECO was Warriors Blue. So we'll have quarterfinals, 4 matches to be played from tomorrow, from 10th April to 13th April. The best 4 teams will get into the semis, which will start from 15th April, the quarterfinal 1 and quarterfinal 3. Make up on semi-final 1 and semi-final and we have the big finale on 17th April. Another big shot from Adnan. He's moving on in style. He's playing sensibly at this moment. He's rotating the strike as well. Good player to watch when the kind of shots he's played. He is looking very confident and classical shots from this man, Adnan. In the air, one bounce to the fielder there, chance for a run out direct. It would have been interesting. As Divakaran bowling his second over. Shakir has to take calculated risk here. They got runs on the board, 9 runs at this moment, 75 for 2. Just in the 9th over, they have got freedom to go after this 10th over. The lower middle order. They've got plenty of batters in the lineup. Pace off. Yes, played towards the mid-on. Ankit Chauhan was the fielder, just a single, 3 consecutive singles in this over so far from Divakaran. As a quick delivery, drifting to the right-hand batter, just managed to get a single. The mid-off region, Captain Rishad there. Full toss, low full toss, just not able to get proper timing on the occasion. Managed to get another single, so far so good. It's only singles at this moment in this over from Divakaran. 16 runs conceded from 1.5. 1 ball to complete this over. They're already moving to 78. Good looking shot between those fielders. Going to get all the way to the fence. No, it's a fielder there. Ankit Chauhan stops. And they completed this over with all singles coming from the last 6 deliveries. After 9 overs, Warriors 79 for 2. It's moving on side Mazhar to continue. Down the track he comes. Through the gap, just managed to get a single. Ankit again in that fielding. So they are moving towards that 10th over. They already have 80. They go on this pace, they can easily get into 160 to 170. Drifting towards the fine leg, and there was a failure. It's a good effort, but just not able to grab it. It's not able to hold on with that. It was another drop catch. Tough one on this occasion, not that easy. Couple of runs for the batting team. Adnan moves to 40 from 33. It's a very important innings. On this occasion, what a good shot. What a good shot. He has got everything behind it. It was properly timed in the slot and clearing the boundary above that long on region. What a glorious shot from Adnan. He's moved to 46 in quick succession. It's a brilliant watch. Made into good position. Has made it very, very simple towards the end. Is now on 46. A fearless batting towards the mid wicket. Has he got enough? I reckon it's going to go towards the boundary line. Just not able to touch the rope. He got 2 runs. I knew what exactly he was doing. There was nobody there in that area. A mid wicket was an absolute vacant area in that region, and he's making complete use of it. 48 from 35. A striker rate of 137. Adnan take about just 2 runs away from his 50. And Warriors will depend on this man to stay there. Next 5 overs, it's going to be a massive total here. Have a look at this one, almost 10 runs per over. 9.4, 90 runs. Beautiful, beautifully done. Has he got enough? I reckon it's a 6, and it's a 6 with, he completed his 50. What a good innings he has played. This is sensational batting from Adnan. 54 from 36. Well done, buddy. This is brilliant. An absolute brilliant. Has given good company there by Shakir. 36 deliveries. Have a look at this one. He was in 48. Just pulled away in style, his back of the leg delivery and clearing the fence. A maximum in the middle of the bat. Catches the call. It was in the air for line time. Finds the field in the deep extra cover. The bat swing was very good from Adnan this evening. 55 from 37, 10 overs, 97 already after losing 2 wickets. Warriors.
Yeah, well, here we are. Yeah, 10 overs of the game done. 2 wickets down, 97 runs, and a lot of catches dropped. Adnan at 55 for 37, brilliant innings, and Shakir at just 12 of 12 starts off. Yasindu starts off with a dot ball. Yeah, he pushes at it. Pushes at it. Is it gonna be? No, just in the hands of Ankit. Yeah, the important thing now for the bowling side is to just really focus on the dots here, because if they can't get a wicket, the next best thing you can do is restrict these fours and threes and the sixes into dots and doubles. Swing and a miss for Shakir. He really seems to be struggling with the spin bowling here. There's a bit of spin. It's more drifting, letting the ball drift across the pitch than it is actual spin bowling. Yasindu, great bowling nonetheless. Yeah, it's up in the air. It's aerial. Is there going to be a fielder underneath it? And they have caught one. Finally, they have caught one. Yep, Shakir goes. 14 balls he's played, 12 runs scored, and off he goes. Bring in the next batter, because this game is just getting interesting. Great catch. Good catch. Yeah, hugs all around for Shakir. Looks as if it is his favourite game. They give him a bit of a standing ovation there. Yeah, guard of honour. Good for him. It's a really good team here. This the Warriors. You know, I can just decipher really good telling from the well the way they gave him the guard of honor. It was really special. That swing and a miss again. Umpire not change. Non-striker batsman Adnan. Yeah, a bit of a controversial one nonetheless. Blocks at it, no run. Yeah, just talking about the team, you know, I can tell that the Warriors are a really good team. You know, they're like the good fellas, really wise guys. You know, like you say to somebody, he's all right, he's a good fella. You know, good team, yeah, good set of players. All these lads, good squad, close guys, really, all of them. Here he is, the man of the hour, Faizan. And, oh, well, what have we here? Faizan has been dispatched. His very first ball for 6. This is not good bowling. Into the slot, really. And he got dispatched. And, yeah, off he goes, really. What was that? Horrible delivery. Absolutely abysmal, really. Yeah, sorry to say. Sorry for the criticism. But you need to do better than that if you're going to bowl at this professional, domestic level of cricket here in Qatar. Up in the air. Up in the air, is it? Is it going to be caught? And it's been dropped. It has been dropped. Well, can't really say it was a drop as much as it was a good try, really. A better ball by Faizan at this point. Swings and just collects it easily. Faizan, one of the most athletically fit, physically fit players all around Qatar. You can just see his physical fitness is on another level. Good ball again, brilliant ball again this time. Keeper aware of the situation. I see if the new batsman in. Pushes at it simply for a single. Good timing on that end. You know, I especially like the way Adnan came in and dispatched the first ball of this over for 6. It was a good, really good hit, to be honest. And, well, the commentator's curse is struck because he has gone. What a beautiful delivery by Faizan. Absolutely wonderful delivery. He saw the batsman coming out and bowled it wide off stump, and off he goes. Great delivery by Faizan. Yeah, just look at the replay there. Brilliant one, really. Saw him coming down wide. It spun a mile. Keeper does a brilliant job. Bowler does an amazing job. All round great performance by this duo. Adnan goes for 63 or 42. Good innings by him. Yeah, fresh batsman, Asif. See if he does something different here. Sindhu back at it. Bit of a drift, bit of a spin. And just trying new things, these guys here. Another new batsman as well. Imran. Yet to face a delivery here. Oh wow, just taps out. That was a unique shot. Brilliant one. And what a delivery. What was that? I just ripped through, didn't it? Absolutely drifted. Oh, brilliant, really. Wow, good one. Really good one. Brilliant bowling by Sindhu. Good delivery again, Yasindu. Great delivery. Imran just tapping it around. Good fielding by Faizan. And speaking of him, Faizan, yeah, the man on the screen there, just a little bit on him. He bowled a horrible delivery the first ball of his last over, and yeah, we'll get to that in a bit. Taps it again. Imran is going to be a run out. No, it isn't. And he sort of just gradually drifted through the over. He just gradually just eased through the over, and he got to the last ball where he was like, yep, I'm going to take a wicket here. And he really did. And it was a brilliant delivery too. It spun a mile, especially after the batsman was 3 steps, a mile down the crease, really. Drives it brilliantly. But it's just going to be a single. Yeah, man of the hour, Faizan Naeem, back at it. 8 for 1. Good figures. So far, so good. Let's see what he does here. Flighted delivery, a specialty from Faizan Naeem. Good bowler he is. Another bit of flighted delivery, but this one just spun a bit, didn't it? Awareness is very important when it comes to wicket keeping. When you're a wicket keeper, you need to be aware of your surroundings, and that is exactly what the keeper here is doing. Brilliant keeping by him. Credit goes to him for keeping the runs intact so far. They were 10 overs and about 100 runs, and now they're 13.2 and 111. Flighted again, and yeah, just collects if it's on. It's good bowling, really. It is, because he knows what the batsman is looking for. Now he knows he's getting inside the head of the batter better, and he's playing it accordingly. Good one again. Let's see if he's just cornering himself. Yeah, he really is. He's backing himself into a corner here. I have no clue what the batsman here is doing. Maybe just needs to slog one here. Shouldn't be too critical about it. Drives it, nicely driven, beautifully driven, rattled. Yep. It will get a single, but double. Apologies, he's gonna get a double, but that is gonna go more towards his confidence than it does to the scoreboard. Pushes at it again. He's gonna retain. It's gonna be another single. Retains the strike. The score is 114 for 4 off the 14 overs. We've got 6 left for this innings.
Yes, welcome back. It's all happening here in Mazar Cricket Ground. What do you reckon, Hunain? From now, 4 wickets have been fallen. Are they looking at a score of around 150 to 160? It's going to be very competitive and this track.
Well, I'll be honest. They were actually going pretty well. They were going about a run rate, about almost 10. And then Faizan and Yasindu came in and then just rattled them. Is it going to be a catch? Oh, well, yes it is. Yes it is. Slower delivery. He's going to wait for the umpire. And, well, the batsman isn't walking. He isn't walking. That's on him. He's going to stand his ground. And the umpire gives it. The umpire's giving it. He's raised the finger. Asif has to walk. Nothing he can do about that. Sorry, mate. Yasindu gets another wicket. Brilliant bowling. Change of pace.
Absolutely brilliant. It was too good with his follow-through. Have a look at this replay again. Pitch 10 and full forward dive and completing a very good catch. It's a real good catch over there. Slightly injured his finger probably with that effort. And the batter was not looking that convincing with that decision from the umpire. Srilesh, the main umpire, giving it his well-judged catch. It's out, and he has to walk back to the dugout. A new batter joins in the middle. Raghuram. And Imran is just there in the non-strikers end. Yasindu picking up the second wicket as another spinner who comes into the attack and producing wickets here in the middle of the over. Yet to reach the 15th over, on 4 for 5 wickets. They have a chance to reach up to 160. 150 is looking good for the Warriors. What do you reckon?
Well, yeah, definitely. I've actually no clue what happened there. Really, it was a bit. Yeah, just taps at it again. They were actually going really well, like I mentioned earlier. And then Yasindu and Fazan, they just took a couple of wickets and then completely changed the dynamic. It is really interesting how sometimes the fastest of pitches, the bounciest of pitches, they would prefer the bowler, as in the fast bowler, more a seamer. And then you have a couple of really good spinners come in and then just change the whole dynamic of the game. Brilliant bowling can really change a game, and catches do win matches.
Exactly, that's what is produced that very important wicket with that brilliant catch by his own bowling. Yasindu on this occasion has given away a couple of runs.
Yeah, definitely. The fielding had been below par when it came to the first 10 overs, but then ever since it really has been good. It's been brilliant, to be honest.
It's moving on quite nicely. It is in the 15th over. Just one ball to go. 7.89 is the run rate. Imran just joined there in the middle, and Raghuram. Two fresh legs. They need to make a partnership, and this towards the end of this innings. Death over after this will take them easily to 150.
Shoots it. Just really, is it going to be a catch? No, it isn't. No fielder. We're going to have to wait for the umpire's confirmation. And yes, it's going to be a 6. Yasendu doesn't end his over on a high note. Don't know what he's done there. It was a fuller delivery. Imran was waiting for a peach or a pie of a delivery like that, and shoots it, just dispatches it out of the park for 6.
It was a very good shot. It was in full control. Imran just waiting for the delivery. It has launched outside the park again. It's a wonderful 6 to complete the 15th over. They got runs on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Warriors blue.
Flighted one again, drives it. Yeah, Fazan he's just focusing on his economy more now. He's got a wicket. He might not be looking for another wicket here, because he knows that now is the perfect time to get the other team on the ropes, which is smart bowling, which is really good bowling. Appeals for it. Just sliding down leg, not going to be out. That's what knows it, bowler. Knows it, keeper 2. Good bowling by Fazan. 2 dots to start off his third over.
It's a very good action. I like the way he starts his bowling. Fazan, very different action. It's confused the batter. Oh, look at this one.
Yeah, flicks it again. Yeah, just about his action. He actually used to be a fast bowler, and he also wanted to switch to leg spin for a bit there, and he was a good leg spinner. I think he got a hat trick, he did get a hat trick being a leg spinner. But to stop the runs, you've got to be an off spinner, and that's what he really is. He's an accumulator when it comes to bowling. Brilliant ball there. Just almost caught the outside edge. This is fabulous bowling really by Fazan.
Looking at his action, the batters get make their mind to go for what kind of shot to be played.
Swing and a miss. Good bowling by Fazan. Brilliant bowling by Fazan. He's got a ball left for this specific over. Let's see if he finishes his over on a high note. I'm betting he is. And just talking about his action, it sort of matches a little bit of Murali Dharan's, doesn't it?
It's a lot of actions, it creates big confusion for the batters at the end.
Yeah, definitely. Good over for Fazan, and he ends it. 16 overs done, 124 for 5. And it does match a little bit of that of maybe Harbhajan Singh, maybe Murali Dharan, both great off spinners.
I would say it's a combination of Harbhajan Singh and Murali Dharan.
Definitely. But yeah, his bowling is definitely also a combination of Harbhajan Singh and Murali Dharan, because this really is good bowling, to be honest.
Absolutely. The viewers are tuned in to watch this cricket action. You can put your comments in that. What kind of bowling action this man is having, Fazan? You can compare with Harbhajan Singh or Murali Dharan, or you can think about any other international bowler. You can put your comments.
Definitely. Oh, a bit of a misfield there. They'll slip in an extra run. The thing about Fazan today, especially today, is he started off with a 6. He started off with conceding a 6, and then he gradually transformed his way to shifting the game into his own hands. And then now he's bowling brilliantly. He's changed the whole dynamic of the game. He's changed it from 10 runs and over to 7 runs and over, and he's taken a couple of wickets as well. Hits it hard, hits it great. Is it going to be a catch? Is it a catch? He's running, and well, yes, it is. You brilliant fielder. Well, that was a brilliant catch considering the dew factor. Rashad, you absolute beauty. Take a bow, mate. Captain leading from the front.
Absolutely no doubt about it. That's a true high standard set, leading from the front. The captain of QIECO was in the air and just getting in complete control when he is taking the catch. He's not making any mistake. It's a low catch, a tough one, and the wicket goes here. A big wicket for Imran, make a pardon, and Yasintu delighted with that third wicket, 14-4-3 from his 3.2. So talking about the bowling action, yes, that last over produced only a single. The death over Fazan, take a bow, what a good performance.
Throughout this tournament, there have been a couple of golden ducks, would you say? And that I can only think of one batsman who's going through a bit of a form slump right now, international batsman, Surya Kumar Yadav. Good player he is, but going through a bit of a form slump right now. He's conceding a lot of golden ducks. I think he got a hat-trick of golden ducks. What do you think about him as a batsman, and how do you relate it to this tournament specifically?
Well, Sky is being a high reputation since the day he came into international format. I just got a feeling that he got carried away with those. So, unnecessary build-up was created by, his fans and all of the media, of course.
Because, see, coming from, is it a run out? No, it isn't. Good fielding. Very good fielding. Is it going to be a misfield? Yes, it is. They're going to sneak in another single here. Raghuram and Sandeep. Good batting by them. And just coming back to the topic, coming from a Pakistani, yeah, Virat Kohli is a great batsman. I actually really admire Virat Kohli. And I don't like him for what he's done to Pakistan as a team, but... And yeah, wide call with the umpire, rightfully so. But what's happened to Sky? Well, I mean, he was good. He was firing up and about. Never against Pakistan, but against the other teams as well. But now what's happened here? What do you reckon? What can he do different? Coming from a cricket expert, lofted it. And a sneaking just single. Yeah, what do you reckon?
Well, it's coming to that kind of pressure game when you're playing for a nation. You have the extra pressure, and again, you have been positioned in Premier League, one of the best league in the world. You can say IPL. Again, it's a different. That's a chance for a run out. I reckon it's not reached on time. Asking the question, the sky leg umpire is taking his own time. Just maybe he reached. As per his extended his arm, it was a very, very good running between the wickets. Under a tricky situation, it's 17 overs, 130. Just 3 overs to go. Are they reaching up to 150? That's got the question now.
Well, they are losing wickets left and right. This Warriors, they started off really nice. They did get a couple of chances, and then they did capitalize on the chances. But yeah, it just really hasn't been good since that 10th, 11th over mark. They can do so much better. They can do so much better.
Let's have a look at the fall of wickets here. 25, 42, 98, the huge partnership there. And after that, they kept on losing wickets in regular intervals. Adnan innings was very crucial in the middle. Is the one who anchored the innings. If you look at the bowling, Ankit Chauhan 20 and got a wicket. Fazan continues.
Good ball again. Brilliant ball if he's on.
So they can manage to get 25 runs from the next remaining 3 overs. Less than 3 overs, they would be sitting very comfortably when they come out to defend this target. If anything more than 150, they would believe that they have a chance to win. Oh, knocked him over.
Oh, he's knocked him over, hasn't he? Oh, yes, yeah. So that was unexpected because he was just going for the dot balls and then he sneaks in a wicket. This really is good bowling. Would you look at that? Yeah, just have a look at the replay. Flighted and it's spun. Yep. Confirmation. Brilliant bowling, really. Wonderful. Wonderful to see from a guy like him to bowl such great deliveries, really.
Absolutely, he has got complete control and is bowling that flighted slow deliveries. He knows exactly what he's doing. Right into the stump, is spinning into the right hand batter, and especially when you have flighted deliveries, create a lot of confusion for the batter. The captain Kushal walks into the middle after losing the 7th wicket. What he has to do, very experienced captain Kushal. Going to be very interesting how he's going to start his innings. It's in the death over, 17.2. They need some runs on the board. They need at least 20 runs to get from the remaining deliveries in this innings. A pass score in this ground is around 150. Having said that, they lost 7 wickets. It's all up to the tailenders to get into a good position. At least 25 runs is required now.
Yeah, definitely. This is just the batting is just tumbled. To be honest, it's like swing and a miss, is it? And yeah, no, says the umpire.
As Kushal, the captain, just walked into the middle. It'll be very, very tough for him to stay there and trying to face those flight deliveries from Fazan. Have a look at this figure, 15.42 from 3.3 in as and the verge of completing a very good spell. Just 3 balls left in this spell.
Bowled him again. Faizan Naeem, you absolute beauty. Another Jaffa by him. And he's just ripped through this attack. It's kind of like Shaheen Shah Afridi bowling to the Indian lineup. And that is a brilliant, brilliant ball. This lineup has just tumbled all over. Look at them. Brilliant.
Absolutely no footwork there from Kushal. We just wanted to go towards that offside. It's not a great idea. Was someone is bowling like a champion now. Fazan just conceded 15 runs, a flight delivery. Kushal has just not been able to capitalize on that. No proper footwork. Had no clue whatsoever he was doing there in the middle.
Yeah,
a huge gap between the bat and pad.
Yeah, he could have done something. They would have done something better there. They were going to a total of 200, and now they might not even reach 140. Who knows?
This over is very, very crucial. 2 wickets and just considered single. 17.4, 7.42. Waiting for the next batter to come. Is taking a little bit of time over there. A very interesting batting card. Atif and Adnan Mirza. But Adnan play a German innings. Stumped by Ajam Abdul. The wicket keeper Fazan caught his very, very important wicket of Adnan Mirza. Avatar Singh stayed for not able to move on. Shakir Hussain and a double digit. Mohammad Sadiq, Ritter Hutt, none. Asif Said not able to perform. Imran Muhammad as well. Raghuram, and after that it was all single digits. Not able to contribute significantly. None of them other than Adnan Khan. That was the story so far for Warriors after winning the toss. They are struggling to reach to 140 maybe.
Yeah, definitely. They were going at a run rate of 10 at the 10 over mark. They were going really good. 9.7 to be more precise. They were 100 runs in 11 overs, and then all of a sudden things just started going the other way, really. swings at it, and the fielder's going to collect it. Last ball for Fazan Naeem, last ball of this spell. Is he going to finish off with 3 wickets, or can he test that 4-wicket mark? Let's see.
As the spinners, even the last evening, the combination of spinners have taken 7 wickets together. Now again, it's another spinner comes into the special occasion. It's a knockout game. They're trying to sneak a single on the occasion. Just one more to complete a magnificent spell from a champion bowler, Faz, and take about 17-4-3 from 4 overs. And the team reached to 133 from 18, 2 overs to go. Are they comfortable enough at this run rate? We'll have to wait and see for the next 2 overs.
Wide ball, Mohammad Sharif. What have you done? Do you even know what sport you're playing? Because, well, you can't bowl that at this level, right? At this stage. You've got 2 overs left. Bring them out, mate. Come on. Do better. Better delivery, and he's beaten it. Good delivery. And Raghuram has been rattled. He doesn't know where the ball's gone.
Looks like they're going to restrict the opposition team in less than 140, which will be a very, very good performance by the bowler of the fielding team, QIECO. I'm waiting for the umpire's call, and it's slightly away from the wide line, losing his control on his line on this occasion. Muhammad Sharif, 20 runs conceded from 2.1, and Warriors moved to 135. They have only 2 wickets left. Can they take the team into 150 at least from the allotted 20 overs? It's going to be very interesting how they're going to go about this. Another one on this occasion. It's just inside the wide line. It's a legal delivery. So far so good in spite of conceding those wides from Muhammad Sharif. The idea is not to give away any easy runs in this last 2 overs. Raghuram struggling to get his timing, 9 from 14.
Beats the outside edge again, Raghuram. Batsman struggling, bowler struggling. And good cricket all round, competition.
Well, it's a good contest. When even they will come out to bat in the second innings, QIECO will also have a tough time to chase this down. Even though it looks 135, it's not that easy.
Shoots at a Yorker length. Is it going to be out? And he's gone all the way for 6. Raghuram gets something off his bat finally. Pat off his bat. Tail end to do something. And Muhammad Sharif.
What a good shot it was. It is not easy. It played like a proper cricket shot, proper top order batter, and absolutely no Nothing wrong with the delivery. It was not even half volley. It was not even give. Just made it very easy towards, and he played that shot towards the long on.
Yeah, swing and a miss there. Swing and a miss by Raghuram. Good bowling by Sharif, regaining his confidence. And I actually reckon the last over is going to go to Anki, because see, this is the penultimate over. This is, some argue this is actually the most important over in the whole game of T20. And yes, swan game, late swing, batsman asking the question. You can't argue with the umpire, mate. Come on.
I was not very happy about that. He just looked very upset in the middle. He was asking for that wide. I reckon it's a very, very good decision from main umpire, Mr. Srilesh. Have been spot on. It is a legal delivery to complete that over. 141, 6 deliveries left. The target would be 150 to complete this 20 overs. That's minimum they need 150.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it all depends on the death bowler, the final death bowler. I reckon it. Yeah, by the looks of it, it's going to be. It is going to be. Yep, it's Ankit. Ankit is going to bowl the last over, and he's the perfect man to do it. So he's got a couple of wickets on his name, and then he's taking a good catch or two, and it's all up to him to finish his final over. The batsman takes his helmet off. He knows that he's going to bowl low. He knows that he's going to try and go hit the Yorker to full length. Musawar. Body language by him.
Very interesting how it's going to finish this next 6 deliveries from Ankit Chauhan charging in.
Hits it hard, hits it big. Is it going to go all the way for 4? No, slow outfield. I got to do something about that. But good ball and good shot. All round.
Musawar needs to be there and try to play a few shots or bring back Raghuram into the crease to get some lusty blows towards his end. Can he become a cameo towards the end to pass them through this score of 150? If they can get 155, maybe a couple of 6s in the remaining deliveries, could be very handy and interesting from Raghuram if he can reach back to the crease.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, good bowling by Ankit. He's targeting the head, isn't he? He's going for the bouncer. Ruthless guy, menace, really. Good bowling by Ankit.
Equally well played by Musawar. He realized the fact that it's coming into him. It is making room for himself, and it's taken the very important single. The good thing is Raghuram is back. Has got a big 6 in the last over. He can free his arms and get a couple of big ones outside the park.
Pulls at it big, hard, and well, fielder's there, but gotta settle for a single. 3 deliveries to go. Let's see what he does here, Ankit.
They could have ran for the next one more run. It's a risk at this point, but as long as Raghuram is back into the crease, the chances for getting more runs. Musawar, can he get 1 out of the park?
And shoots it to the cover region. Nice hit. Gonna get a single. Gonna settle for a single. They need to slog now. They really need to slog now if they want this game to end in a nice fashion.
I think Musawar done really well. He's kept this last over without conceding any dots. He gave the single. It's all eyes on Raghuram now. Can he finish it off in style? With a couple of big blows.
Yeah, pushed away. Yep. Better round this time. They're going to need good fielding. Yep. And all kept by the keeper. Last final delivery of this innings. Final delivery for Ankit. Let's see what he can do. Let's see if he can produce a Jaffer of a delivery, or it's up to the batsman Raghuram, who's known for big hits. If he can hit a 6, we're all in the combox. We want something special.
Well, it's all up to the last ball now. He can handle the pressure. Ankit, or is it going to be Raghuram to freeze his arm? Let's have a look at this one.
Swing and a miss. Yeah, they're going to go for the single. And asking the umpire for the question, is it out? Is it out? And this is going to be buys. Just the 1 run. Well, that ends this innings. 20 overs gone. And they've scored 149 for 8 wickets at a run rate of 7.75. Let's have a look at the scoreboard. Atif and Adnan opened the batting. Adnan scored a brilliant 63 or 50 or 42 delivery. Whereas Atif, he looked good, but just couldn't get off the mark. Ankit got his wicket. Brilliant catch by Aman that was. Run out was Avatar Singh, 6 for 5. Shakir, and you can see throughout, just the only batsman really was Adnan. And throughout that 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th over region, they just fell off. Asif, 7 off 9, Imran, 8. Raghuram, however, was a second pick of the batsman after, of course, Adnan Mirza. Raghuram Pujari not out for 18 of 21. And then the tail enders were Musawwar, Kushal Kumar, and Sandy. 2 for 3, Duck, Kushal, and 5 for 4 for Musawwar. Extras 18. Will they chase it? 149, nearly 150. This pitch, these conditions, these bats, balls, is it going to happen?
Well, it's going to be very interesting how they come out to bat QIECO after being asked to bowl fast. It was a very good comeback when Adnan was moving on very strongly. The opening batter, 62, a brilliant innings, stumped, and he was got out. Since then, it is complete control they've taken. It's a good comeback, I reckon, from the bowling team. QIECO captain Rishad has done between, and he's taken the complete control. Is not above the pass score, just maybe 5 to 10 runs short. They would have anticipated at least 160. 150 runs to win from 120 deliveries. It's going to be very, very interesting chase. Do not go anywhere. It's not very far. The chase of the second innings is going to start. Innings break now. Varies with QIECO. We'll be back soon with the first ball. 150 runs to win 120. Welcome back to Nizar Cricket Ground. It's all set to go for the chase. Just 150 runs. Warriors have been decided to bat first. Captain Kushal had no hesitation as soon as he won the toss. A brilliant innings of Adnan moved to 149 when QIECO, led by Rushad, they come out to bat. They need 150 from 120 deliveries. Good job for them. Two opening bouters right in the middle, and Sandy to start the proceedings for QIECO. Make a pardon for various. QIECO need 150. 7.50 the asking rate. Faizan to start the innings. A man has done really well with the bowling. Has taken important wickets that put the breakthrough. Now is the left-hand batter opening this innings alongside with him Munir Abdul. Two very good batters in the middle. Alongside with me Hunain, and we're going to go towards his chase. Sandy to start this.
Yeah, here we go. 149 to win. Good delivery, Sandeep. Brilliant delivery. Rattled. Faizan.
It's looking very interesting how they're going to go. It's a pass score in this ground, 150 to win from 20 overs. It could be anybody's game, Hunain.
Well, yeah, definitely. I think the batsmen here, they really need to just stick it in, really. Just to be honest, just go for it, but be careful with it. Attempted drive. Is it going to go wide? Is it? No. Fielding. This is a bit of a wide. Umpire's going to have to do some work here. He's going wide, and then 2 runs. 3 runs in total of the first legal delivery.
A big man has got responsibilities now on his shoulders to start the innings after taking a good number of wickets. Faizan, it's
brilliantly driven. That was fantastic. Reminds me of prime Brian Lara. Yeah, as soon as he walks onto the pitch, to the field, Faizan Naeem, he makes his presence known, doesn't he? Every shot he plays, every pull, every drive, it's poetry in motion, really. You can see the way that he bats. Yeah, he reminds you of either prime Brian Lara or Kumar Sangakkara in a World Cup final. Just absolutely brilliant.
It's a tricky score here. It's not that easy to chase down. It looks very, very simple in the book, but need to be very careful.
Yeah, taps at it. Taps at it. Good running.
They need to convert, they need to run really hard. It's not only the big shots. This is the very interesting and a chaseable target, but never know. The spinners will definitely play a crucial role. In this chase, they have got started with a spinner. It's a right decision from the captain Captain Kushal, making sure that he attacks with the spinners straight away.
Yeah, definitely. If you can call this a seaming pitch, then it is twice as much a spinning pitch because all the wickets have come for spinners. I beg your pardon, he's a quick bowler.
He looked like a quick bowler, a mix of quick and spinner. Sandeep K started off really so far so good. Just 6 runs conceded in this first over. Looked like all of a sudden he changes run up. It started like a spinner. Looks like a medium pacer now, doesn't he?
Wow, that was a wide, and then it was brilliantly kept by the keeper. And then it still somehow managed to slip out his hand. There's a lot of swing. And then both of these batsmen, they're going to be anticipating this swing. Sandeep he's nipping the ball around. As you can see, he's getting it to really to switch, to turn. Faizan he's tapping the pitch. This is interesting cricket. And I'm actually really eager to see what goes on here because, yeah, this is intriguing. It really is. Pushes at it. Brilliant drive by Faizan, yep. Perfect, wasn't it? But, yeah, once again, slow outfield. He's going to be disappointed with that. He gets a double. He wanted a third. Good running by these two. Good running by the captain.
Raghuram was the fielder there. It was a good chase, good pick up and throw. Fazan is looking very confident. Can't keep this man away from the action. After a brilliant bowling performance, he is up to the challenge there as a opening batter.
Definitely. Near well took 4 wickets. And taps it again. Taps it again. His timing is absolutely impeccable. I tell you, it is really impeccable because he just looks at the ball. He keeps his head down. His footwork is brilliant. He presumes where the ball's going to go. He looks at it, and then he plays it as late as he can. And because of that, they're going to have 12 off the first over. Brilliant batting. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Something about this right-hand, left-hand combination. It's gonna confuse the fielders. It's gonna confuse the bowlers. The keeper's gonna be a bit, here and there. And he's stuck up to the wicket. And I think we're gonna have a bit of left-arm orthodox over the wicket bowling. What do you reckon?
Well, it's a good change in bowling. That's bringing another orthodox spinner into the attack. Musawar. After the first over, 12 runs on the board. The record run rate is 7.26.
Yeah, beaten for pace, beaten for the spin, for line and length. Well, I'll tell you what, I actually like to quote a lot of international cricketers, and that was a bit like the English bowler of Indian descent, Samit Patel. What do you think? Coming all the way from around to over, and then.
Yeah, just look like Samir Patel as an England bowler. He reminds me of Venkatapati Raju. It's a very old Indian bowler, if you remember him.
Oh, I certainly do. Good bowler, wasn't he?
We used to watch when we were from our childhood. We used to watch the Indian-Pakistan big matches. He was one of the crucial part of the team.
Yeah, definitely.
Fazan looking forward for his batting performance in this pitch. How he's going to go about his left-hand batter, looking very strong, confident, a smile on his face.
Pushes at it. Nicely done, really. Driven. He's really invested in this game. You can tell he's a busy man. He keeps himself busy. He's got a smile on his face. He likes to tap the pitch. He likes to fix his pads, thigh pads. The shoes, laces, yeah, you can see he's onto his gloves now. He's a busy player. He likes to keep busy, likes to keep in the game. Awareness is always important. It's very important, especially when you're a batsman, because the ball's coming at you at, God knows, 160 k's an hour, and you just all over the place. And good to see from Fazan. Defended, properly defended. That of a test cricketer.
Warriors captain Kushal needs to work really hard on the bowling changes and marshalling his troop. These two opening batters started off really well, especially Fazan, as you rightly mentioned, a busy player, is not going to be quite there. He's going to take every delivery. Some or other things will happen.
Definitely. He's driven it, brilliantly driven it. And is it going to go for 4? I think it is, yeah. Well, I was actually thinking that the outfield was going to stop the ball, but it hadn't, because Munir Abdul Rahman has played a brilliant drive. That was very Babar Azam-esque. That was brilliant, really. Rather reminded me of a prime Rahul drive, because this is a fabulous shot, really. Brilliant.
It's an effortless shot. It's proper timing. It's making use of the pace of the bowler. His placement has been superb. Look at the way he played towards the extra cover, finding a much needed boundary. As long as they're getting this odd boundaries in between. They're trying to get those singles and convert into twos. They're good to go. Asking rate is less than 8 runs.
Plays one again. This time the fielding setup has been according to that batsman who likes to drive it. That is the end of the second over, 18 for not. Great start by these two openers.
So Warriors Blue started off with 2 slow bowlers. Sandy, 1 over 12 runs conceded, and Muzaffar Shah, just 6. 18 runs from 2 overs, run rate of 9. They're chasing only 150. It's exactly the pass score in this ground.
Yeah, well, I'm actually still stuck at that last shot he played. Munir Abdurrahman, that was a brilliant shot, really. Here we go, Sandy back into the attack. Edged it, has it, and yeah, just taps it away really for Fazan. I actually really admire the technique of both of these batsmen. You know, one of them, they're actually both straight batted batters, which is really good to see. And you know, one of them is more into drives and really pushing the ball to the boundary, whereas the other he's accumulating the innings. You need just 150 runs. You need just 150 runs. There's no need to slog it, because that would be completely unnecessary.
They're up here for the challenge. Good footwork there, front boot off.
Well, I really should hold that tongue of mine, because the commentators' curses, well, they could just strike anywhere around the corner. And that was a bit of a warning. Sandeep has bowled an absolute jaffa. Just swung it through, nipped it back in. Munir had no idea where it went. Yeah, he's gonna be thinking about what he can do next. Maybe is Sandeep setting up the batsman Munir. Let's see what happens. Amiga calls it off, and a nice pretend scoop.
He needs to reload this one, having seen that couple of overs. Sandy is trying to mix it up. Other than Faizan is a predominantly front foot player. Has played almost all the deliveries.
Yeah, nips back straight to the batter, but brilliant drive again. And the one thing when we talk about the technique of both of these batsmen, Munir has more of a bat coming from first slip, so he's more of a straighter bat. But then whenever the both of these play their drives, or their lofted drives, or the sweeps, or whatever it is, it just really goes to show that they put in a lot of work into their batting. And that's something, as a commentator, as a spectator, as a lover of cricket, you get just admire. And he's edged it to the third man region. You're just trying to drive and not really letting the first slip come into play.
Absolutely, these two players in the middle, two batters, need to keep things busy. It's a tricky target to chase down in this track, and the spinners will definitely make a big difference, as we have seen in the previous matches. It's all up to Faizan and Munir Abdul, how they're going to get the start in this power play. Sandy charging in.
Well left. Brilliantly left. That was a good lead, because there's no need to slog. There's no need to slog. And if it's a swingy delivery, leave it. Better keep your wicket than lose it.
He knows what exactly he is doing. Is, as we mentioned earlier, is up to the challenge. These two batters need to stick it around. It's in the third over, last ball of this over from Sandy.
Swings it back in, nips it back in. Is it going to be out? No, it isn't. And it's going to end the proceedings of this third over here. QIECO are 21 for naught. busy player he is. Faison tapping the pitch again and again. He wants the pitch to be, well, I don't want to say doctored, but moreover suited to his likings, to his preference, rather. Pushes at it, he's lofted it. Is there a fielder? Is it going to be a catch? No, it isn't. Tries to go for it. That is a brilliant shot. That is a fabulous shot. I was just talking about how the batsman should not need to go for the sixes, and he's proven me wrong. What a brilliant shot that was. Just sit back, get a cup of coffee, and admire that. Brilliant shot by Faison. He's bringing the game home.
He's got complete control over that shot when he played. It's looking good.
Swings at it again. Similar shot. Didn't get a real bat on it. But the intent is there. He's going to get just a single. Musawar, he's going to think what he really did wrong there, because he had a good over last over, and then, yeah, just a blunder this first one.
He needs to be very careful on his line and length. Faizan looking really good. Munir Abdul is giving a good company out there. Last six, it was a treat to watch. Launched in style towards the mid-wicket left-hand batter. Goes with that kind of shot.
Yeah, pitched up a little bit. Shorter this time around. Good ball nonetheless. I was actually having a look at the Vault highlights of one of my favorite games, India versus Australia. Back in, I think this was mid-2000s, I'm not too quite sure. We'll get to this after the ball. Musawar, fourth one of this over. And, yeah, and I was just having a look at how Australia's finest, we talk about McGrath, we talk about Michael Kasperwick, Gillespie, Bretley, Shane Warne, all of them, they were attacking the much-feared, the Indian great ball, Rahul Dravid. And how he was just playing, he was tapping the ball away. Yeah, just like that, really. And what he was doing with the batting, he thought of it like it's sort of like a boxing match where it's a direct contact against the bowler and the batsman, where it's a game of patience, really. And whoever wins the game of patience wins the game of Test cricket. That's the beauty of Test cricket. I don't love it because the batsmen score a lot of centuries. There's a better opportunity to score a century because of the amount of balls.
Absolutely. Talking about Rahul Dravid, I just mentioned one of my favorite player as India have ever produced. Has always loved to watch him since the day he started playing his first match. You could see that the batter was leaving that ball outside the off stump. You could probably watch from Rahul Dravid. Even Brian Lara used to do that, but Dravid made it as a habit. It just made sure that how confident he's there in this crease, especially rightly mentioned McGrath and Gillespie and even Shane Warne, those kind of bowlers charging in.
Top level bowlers.
Top level,
bowlers, yeah.
You could admire that kind of classical performance, because Rahul Dravid, Sachin Tendulkar and all these big player legends had faced the best bowlers the world cricket have ever produced in that age.
Right. Yeah, and the thing about that specific game is that he was just tapping it away. The difference between Lara and Dravid was Dravid liked to actually middle the ball. He liked the confidence of middling the ball. He was a good lever as well, but he liked to middle the ball. Drives it, Faizan, and there's gonna be a dot on that specific occasion. And he just kept on playing. And he went 40 balls without scoring a run. And for modern day fans, that would be considered a boring game of cricket. But for me, or for any pure lover of Test cricket, that was brilliant. And I actually really like Munir's the stance, his technique, and I actually resemble that. Yeah, just swings at it. But yeah, that was really brilliant because look, he's 15 balls and he's only got 6 runs, and they're a run rate of 6, and they're going just okay. They need 7. They're at 6. They need 7, but it's perfectly fine because the target is 150. The worst thing they could do right now is lose wickets.
Absolutely. As long as they don't lose any wickets, they're good to go. They can stay there and
down the leg side, is it? Yeah, it is. The umpire has not called it wide.
it's a good thing about Faizan is enjoying that out in the middle. no pressure whatsoever. Looking at his body language, just came out to bat, and he is having a smile on his face. It's a cool customer out there in the middle.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's doesn't like to take pressure. He's got a good technique. He knows he's got a good technique. He knows he's got power. He knows he's got timing. He's a whole package. And it takes guts opening the batting at a swingy pitch like this. And down the leg side again, the umpire has to call this one a wide. Rightfully so. And Faizan is back on strike. He's got 3 deliveries left to play. Let's see what he does. Is he going to rotate the strike? Which in my opinion would be the right thing to do, or is he?
Very interesting to see the run rate 6.8 and asking rate 7.6, almost his power. And that's what this game is going to be very, very interesting. It's not going to be easy for the batters to come and chase it down. The patience will be tested here.
Fix it away, beautifully done, nicely done. Is it going to go for 4? Yes, it does. Power, timing, everything was absolutely on point. It was perfect. Just tipped it away, flicked it on, through the leg region, off it goes for 4. Brilliant batting by Faizan.
Couple of shots he played was a treat to watch, especially this one, just drifting little towards his pads and making use of the pace. And it was very good to see the flick of the wrist towards the mid wicket. He's looking good. Faizan 21 from just 12.
Is it again? Upish. But not quite. Is it going to be a run out? No. Bit of noise there. Last delivery.
The last thing they want is a run out from this pair. They're doing well. It started off really well. 7.24, chasing a target of 150. It's not a bad start. What they need to do now is capitalize on this start and move on without losing the wickets, and they're good to go.
Bushes at it again. Has it gone? Well, yes, it has. Faizani, you continue to impress me. You continue to impress the spectators. Your team, the fielding side, that was a brilliant shot. Yeah, just a top hand, taking the shot away. Absolutely fantastic. This man deserves the man of the match award because he is certainly bringing this game home. 25 or 14 is not an easy score on this pitch. He makes it look so easy, but it really isn't. That brings us to the end of the 5th over. We are 149 for 8.
Moving on, Faizan and Munir Abdul show continues. His opening batters have done really well so far. Sandeep 3 overs. After 5, it's 7.80. Musawar continues again. Good bowling right on the block hole. It's down the track he comes. Just not able to get the connection. It's a dot ball to start another over by Musawar. Well directed delivery again, just played very carefully, just pushed towards the bowling end. Couple of dot deliveries to start for Muzaffar. And we'll have to look at the asking run rate, 7.57 now. Down the track he comes, very good variation. He knew the batter is going to come down the track. It changed his ankle straight away. Change of length as well. Well done.
Yeah, he's just backing himself into a corner here. Faizan's going to go over and have a chat with him, tell him, yeah, just calm down for a bit. It's all right. You don't need to hit. It's okay. It's completely fine. Look at the pitch. Look at the conditions. There's no need to hit. And you can see from the amount of sweat on their kits, on their shirts, the amount of deal there is. So the pressure really is on the bowling side, regardless of the fact that you're 6 off nearly 20 deliveries. It's completely fine. Take it easy.
again, right on the money. Musawa, that's what they had a conversation between Faizan. He had a chat with the Munir. Keep it okay, it's fine, we are good to go. It's not having any pressure whatsoever, as you rightly mentioned. Definitely the pressure on the bowling team. Now, how is going to deal with the next two deliveries? Another one. This beauty of the delivery again from Musawa. It's turning out to be a very, very interesting over. All deliveries so far, 5 is beaten. Can he finish it off with a maiden over?
Yeah, let's see. Good over for Musawa so far. Mina's going to look to try and get a couple.
Push towards the square leg. He's going to go for a single, finally getting a single and keep the strike back for the next over. Nevertheless, it was a fantastic over. Comes to an end after the power play. 40 runs as Suek, and 50 would have been better when they batted. They had an excess of 50 runs. Now all up to them how to handle this from now onwards to get couple of big wickets and put the pressure back to the batting team. 149 was the score. Warriors Blue, they've started off well. They had more than 50 runs in the power play if you compare the score. Now QIECO 40 for no loss after the 6 overs.
Really impressive is the way Faizan's playing at this stage of the game. He took 3 wickets, 14 runs. Bailey changed the dynamic of the game. They were reaching 200, and if it weren't for him and Kushal, okay, captain leading from the front, pulls it away. Nice fashion. Is it going to be? Well, it's going to go for, well, no, it isn't actually. Slowest outfield of all time. Got to give it a 2 out of 10 for pace. Outfield.
Captain decided to bring himself into the attack. Kushal, very experienced player, is known for his slow orthodox spin bowling. Plenty of experience under his belt. The captain of Warriors. Again, it's not going to help. These kind of dot balls will definitely bring the pressure back to the batting team. He is struggling at this moment. Have a look at this number of balls. 24 at just 9 runs.
Yeah, I agree, but the pressure is more individual. The pressure is more on just Munir.
Down the track, has he got enough? Reckon there is protection. And he will just get a single. And Faizan says only one is more than enough. He wants to come back to the batting crease. Been watching him from the non-strikers end for some time. Kushal started off well, 2 and 1, 3 runs conceded. Faizan back. What? He's going to throw his arm again and go for big shots. I'll stick it around.
For a couple singles doubles. Well, like I was saying, the pressure is piling on him from an individual level. Munir he's focusing on it. I don't know if he is, maybe or not, because it's 25 balls, 10 runs, right? And Faizan's 25 or 14, which is a really good score. But at the end of the day, in 6.3 overs, they're at a run rate of 6.6, nearly 7, and they're 43 runs.
Good flight of deliveries. Captain is trying to mix it up. That's what we have seen in Faizan. He bowled really well in the last innings. Those flighted ones really trouble the batters.
Yeah, definitely. Kushal, the captain, he really is leading from the front. Took the ball on, said, all right, enough's enough, give it to me. I'm going to take a couple wickets here. And he has got the perfect body language for it. Brilliant.
Played towards it, through the line, and get a single. Is going to come back, running between the wicket, has to be spot on. A margin for error. Every ball is writing that it's says that amount of created, especially in the second innings. And Kushal is pretty much aware of it. After winning the toss, elected to bat first now. He goes big, he goes really big. Has he got enough bat on it? Reckon it's a maximum. Half a dozen more for Fazan. He is having a wonderful time out there in the middle. He's moved to 31 from 16. What a good shot. He made it very, very simple with another one-hand shot from the big man.
I'm speechless. I'm absolutely speechless. This guy takes 3 wickets. And he's brilliant as a fielder and great running in between the wickets. And he says, yeah, that's not enough. I'm going to open the batting. I'm going to take on these bowlers and I'm going to hit them for 31 runs at nearly a strike rate of 200. This is absolutely fantastic by Faizan Naeem. Opening the batting and says, yeah, I'm going to take it on. He's basically said the famous quote, you can't conceive of what I'm capable of. I am so far beyond you. Faizan Naeem, take a bow. You are absolutely brilliant.
Absolutely, that the team moved to 50 as well. 51 for QCC against Warriors. Now Adnan, after a brilliant batting performance, he comes into ball. It'll be very interesting how Adnan is going to bowl his spin slow deliveries. Captain Kushal brings another bowling change here. He bowled well, Captain, but last ball it was punished. Down the track, Munir trying to play through the line, just not getting enough elevation he is expected. Now as we're talking about the individual performances, only the individual pressure is mounting here, not for the team. Since the other hand, Fazan is playing really well, doesn't he?
Yeah, 100%, and you can see that he really is invested in his game, and he's not selfish. He's not being selfish at all, because the thing about him is he's keeping himself busy in terms of keeping the team on the perfect score. Because if say it was another batsman, no offense to anyone else, if it was another batsman, they might have been 20, might have been 30, but because of Fazan there playing 16 deliveries and he scored 31, nearly above now 195 strike rate. He's
asking the question. It is very, very interesting shout there from Adnan against Fazan, what they would be looking forward for to get this important wicket. If they can manage to get a wicket of Fazan, it's going to be the game-changing moment in this match.
Definitely. You get his wicket, you won the game basically. And you know what? I'll tell you what. If this was a fast outfield, he might as well have been 50 right now off the 17, 18 deliveries.
No doubt about it. It's absolutely, he's just played few very good shots. Has not been rewarded for that kind of effort. But again, having said that, this is not another one. Quick change of length from Adnan. Played towards that offside. He'll get only a single. Brings back.
Yeah, speaking about the conditions a little bit, about Faizan, I actually had a look at some of the drives that he played this evening. He really was good. I actually thought I was mistaken. I thought I was watching cricket in 2001 in the Caribbean. I thought it was Brian Lara. Really, it was a beautiful couple of drives in the beginning, and it might as well just bumped up the scoreboard to, God knows, personally 50.
Look at that again. He is trying to drift towards the pads. It's a good contest between two very good players, Adnan and Fazan. I reckon they both are from the same place, Karachi maybe. Both hails from.
Fazan? I think he's from Lahore. I'm not sure. I think he's from Lahore because, yeah, personally, who knows? We'll ask him at the player of the match ceremony if he does bring the game home. Hopefully so. It's really up to him anchoring the innings. Brilliant player.
Munir Abdul under pressure, 13 down the track he comes, played towards the same. Oh, what an effort! What an effort there! It was almost gotten. Raghuram was the fielder there, just not able to grab the ball in the last second. It's a very good effort. 2 runs conceded. Yes, 7.4. A run rate of 7.57. This game is looking very, very tight towards, and we can expect a nail-bite finish for this.
Yeah, definitely something the commentators certainly love. A super over.
Swept, and has he got enough bat? The wrist protection. I'll just get a single. One more delivery to complete the Adnan's over.
Don't lose it. Don't lose it over confidence. Come on, you could bring the game home. You're capable of it. You can do it.
91 required from 12.1, an asking rate of 7.48. It's quite possible. Got a start. They want in excess of 50 runs after the power play. Fazan looking good, 31 from 17. Last ball of Adnan's over. Well played towards the square leg. He'll get a single. He'll keep the strike. Is he going to come back for another one? Chance for couple. And Fazan is being running really hard as well. In between those big shots he played, has plenty of time is spent in the middle. Fazan 30 from 18. Munir Abdul 16 from 30 after 8. QCC 61 for no loss.
Yeah, they are certainly above the required runner. The required runner is 7.42 and they are 7.62 at this point. They need just 89 from the 12 overs. And if they keep going at this rate without losing any wickets, they can certainly do it. But I do think it could possibly, might as well be an interesting, thrilling finish, because that's something certainly we commentators, we spectators want from these teams.
Absolutely, it's pretty much shaped up in this middle. Adnan completed at Kushal continue. 61 from 8 overs. Flighted direct to the bowler. Is going to sneak a single on this occasion. They have been running for those risky singles, converting ones into twos. And in between we could see a couple of very good shots, especially from Fazan. 33 from 18 after a brilliant bowling performance. He is playing a genuine innings there in the middle.
Yeah, he definitely is playing a gem of an innings. This guy is fantastic.
Kushal. Flighted pace off, and it's a dot ball. He needs to bowl so many dot balls to bring pressure back to the batting team. He's a clever operator, skipper himself. Goes for reverse, asking the question, loud appeal. He is very excited there, Kushal. Umpire said no, probably towards offside a little bit. Reckon it was going to go towards off.
Yeah, big controversial there. Don't know why Fazan felt the need to do that. It was a bit unnecessary. I'm going to be a bit critical here. But nonetheless, it was...
Down the track, has he got enough? I reckon it's a boundary. The ball was moving towards a crazy bullet. It's an absolute proper timing. Middle of the bat. Have a look at this one. Using the pace, flighted one and half volley. He made it very simple.
Yeah, well, he was built for this game, for this specific pitch. Kushal, the captain, he's not going to be happy about that fielding performance, but you've got to give it to Fazan. On a slow outfield, he's shooting them. He's absolutely having them travel at what a cheetah.
He's not very happy out there. That's what he was talking about. Just make sure that fielders are in the right and again driven toward the covers. There will be a protection there. Just considered a boundary after a good start to this over by Kushal. It's very interesting how Munir is going to finish this over. Couple of deliveries left in this. Is he going to defend? He is struggling. Munir Abdul 17 from 31. Swings hard and he'll find the fielder. Couple of bounce, deep mid wicket. Sensible, very sensible. Getting all those runs required from every deliveries now.
That's going to be the end of the 9th over. There are 68 and haven't lost a wicket yet. Good batting.
It's moving on. Adnan. Good bowling. Just push towards the backward point. He'll just get a single. Brings back Fazan to the crease. All eyes on him, Fazan. How he's going to play the remaining overs. Just moving towards the 10th over. Already 69. The asking run rate is 7.48. At this moment, just less than 8. 22 deliveries. He has played a couple of very good shots. Reached 38 now. Nip back in and just managed to get the fielder there. It's been a good contest between Adnan and Fazan. Well played towards the mid-wicket square leg region. It's been the story so far in this thing. We've been getting all these important runs by singles and double. Two very good players. Busy player in the middle, especially Fazan is enjoying his time out there. Adnan played a superb innings. Now is bowling, trying to get a very important breakthrough. Down the track he comes. Good change in the length. Chance. One bounce to the fielder there. His captain Kushal would be thinking now how to get rid of this opening pair. Two batters enjoying there in the middle. They have runs on board now, 71 from 9.4 overs. A push towards a single. Has been really good the way he was handling. Chance for a run out. Adnan just not able to grab it. It could have been very interesting if he knocked the Wales. One ball to go to complete the 10th over. 73 without losing any wickets. Got to give credit to these two batters in the middle. They've done extremely well in terms of getting the momentum going on. Fazan 41 from 25, looking very, very strong. And Munir Abdul 20 from 34. Last ball of this one, drifting towards this pad. Chance to get a single. With that, they complete 10 overs. We'll be back after a short break. 10 overs, QCC 73 for no loss.
Yeah, Faison just tapping it away. They're going to have a bit of a conversation there. Yeah, what happened? No clue. It was a pie. It really was a pie, and he's pulled it away for 6. Faison name, you absolute beauty. What have you done? You are taking the spectators one by one. You were winning their hearts. You took 3 wickets, and you said that that is not enough. And you continue to win people's hearts. You were brilliant. Absolutely wonderful. 47 off 28 on a slow outfield like this. He certainly deserves more. .47 off 28. Can he get to a 50? Yeah. Plays it away nicely. Tries to have a kick at it. The bowler doesn't get much on it. He's close. He's very close. A 30 ball 50 at a ground like this is almost like a 19 or an 18 ball 50 on a normal ground with a normal outfield. Pulls it away. Much needed from Munir. Is it gone? No. Yeah, they want the double. Faison wants to keep the strike. Rightfully so. He's in form. He's 2 runs away from a brilliant 50. Should receive a standing ovation for that one as well. Hits it hard. Hits it into the deck. Is it gone? No. But is he going to get a 50? No as well. Just a singles. 49 of 30 deliveries. This has been a wonderful partnership, really. One of the batsmen, he's got to work on the strike rate, but it doesn't really matter because the other one, he's firing up and about 6s, 4s, doubles, singles, triples, you name it, he's got it. Well, the commentator's curse is struck once again. This one's out of the park. Munir Abdurrahman, take a bow. That was a brilliant, brilliant shot. Well, let's have a look at that. Down the ground. He hits it, middled it, timed it. Speed, everything about it was absolutely perfect. And off it goes for 6. Beautiful strike. Brilliant shot. He's catching up to the ball. He's catching up to the strike rate. That brings us to the end of the 11th over. It is 89 for naught. Pushes at it. Nervous he is, and rightfully so. We're going on a run rate of 7.97, well above the required run rate. Pushes it away. Does he? Does he? Yes, he does. Standing ovation he receives. Well, somewhat of it. Raise your bat, mate. You deserve it. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant 50. Lovely done. You know, I think he just pointed towards the camera and he said, all talk, mate. Keep talking. And I'm going to respond with the bat. And rightfully so, really. Brilliant. Number 19, Faison. Remember the name. Haha. Sweeps it. Top edge. No fielder. Keeper doesn't get there as well. Lands safe. No man's land. Rather, and Yeah, just a single. 2 balls left in the over. Adnan is having a bit of a field day with the ball. Just a 16 runs. Needs a wicket. They need a wicket. Drives it. Bottom edge. Doesn't get much off it, isn't it? Oh, well, they do get a double. This is brilliant running. This really is good running. They've got a ball left to set the tone for these next crucial 8 overs. Is they going to go down the wire, or are they going to finish it off mid-16, mid-17th over? Who knows? Let's find out. Pushes at it again, and it is, well, collected by the fielder safely. Just a single. Munir keeps the strike. 29 off 39. He is 93 for not. 12 overs done. Brilliant 50 by Faizan. Yeah, both batsmen are in form. They've built a partnership solely on the basics of batting. I think I'll state it like that. Yep, defense, back foot defense again. He's 29 or 40. Yeah, there is a bit of a strike rate issue, and I don't think it matters. I really don't think it matters because, look, you've got to chase 150 runs, right? You've just got to chase 150 runs, and it doesn't really matter how you get there. No, I think no matter how many people criticize you, you just got to tell them, mate, shut up. We've won the game, and yeah, that's about it. And I think it's brilliant batting by Munir Abdur Rahman. As much as I have praised Faizan, I think we also need to give credit to Munir because he's supported Faizan. He said, listen, mate, look, I'll stick in the crease, I'll stick it around, and yeah, tries to hit it above the field, isn't going to get a full good protection out there. And he said, listen, I'll rotate the strike and you go for the hits. And in that way, we can get to the pass score or the required score of 150. Yeah, well above the required run rate. And the best thing to do right now is to keep going at the rate you're going. Keep consistent with it. Don't change the process. Yeah, tries to go for the slog. Misses it just a bit. There's a bit of dew keeper all around the place. Smiles all around. Good positivity and a great initiative once again by the Qatar Cricket Association. Drives it again. Does he? Yes, he does. Is it going to be? Yep, just single on that occasion. And last ball. It's been a good over so far from a bowling perspective, but they really do need wickets. Tries to slog it. Does he? Gets somewhat of a bat on it. And he will get the single. He retains the strike. Ooh, tension. Imran smiles all around anyway. Brings us to the end of the 13th over. That is 96 for none. Yeah, if we have a look at the the worm. I think that's what it's called, really. The worm graph. Yeah, I'll call it that. They are a bit under the blue line, under the Warriors, but look, the thing is, at the end of the day, if they are going to get to the target of 149, which is almost 150, that's what they have to keep in mind, the mental target of 150, then it is going to be all right for them, because that is really what matters. Asif, who didn't have that much of a great day with the bat, comes on with the ball. Let's see if he does anything different. Munir Abdurrahman on strike. Smacks it. Oh, brilliant. Is it brilliant? Is it? Question. And yes, it is. 6 again. He creeps up, but deservingly so, because that was a wonderful shot. Have a look at that. All the way to 6. All the way out of the park. Completely and utterly perfect. Out of the park. Yeah, just off his first ball, Asif, and he just got dispatched for 6. The ball just, it took a world tour. Taps it away. This is actually really good batting by the both of these batters, these batsmen. They've been brilliant all day, and they are well above the required run rate. Keep going at this rate, and you've got a great game on your hands, boys. Pushes at it, and yeah, just gonna be single. I reckon, and I think I'm gonna get a little critical here. I reckon with the spinners, with the Warriors spinners, I don't think they're using the pitch as much as they should be, because see, have a look at that, and well, what is that? Where is that going? Is it gonna be a catch? No, it isn't. Dropped, and come back. They do for a second. Good running. They just need to use the pitch a little better. If you had a look at some of the QIECO spinners, they're actually really brilliant, because they spun the ball back in. They used the pitch. They used the flighted deliveries. They waited for the pitch to really settle down after the seamers used it, and then they used it properly, which is something I think the Warriors need to do as well. Put a little emphasis on that. Get a couple wickets here, and you're back in the game, boys. Yeah, singling it, milking it really at this point. No need to slog it. No need to go for the big hits. Retains the strike, does he, Munir Abdurrahman? That is the end of this 14th over, the 107 for naught. questioning it, controversial, nope. From my angle, I looked at it as if it was sliding down leg. Do you know what, I'm actually going to call out the umpire here, and I'm going to say they've been brilliant. They really have been brilliant this whole time. They've been absolutely fantastic. These umpires have been under a lot of pressure. There's a lot of screams, a lot of shouts, a lot of how's that, a lot of appeals, but the umpires have been absolutely perfect. They have been brilliant, really. The accuracy of these umpires are crazy. ICC, I really hope you're watching this, because we might have a couple of umpires after the retirement of Aleem Dar. Yeah, appeals again, but yeah. Standing strong. They are 108 for naught. Hits it hard, doesn't really middle it, not much power either. He's going to get, yeah, maybe just a single. Should have been dispatched. I can't blame the guy. He's been playing all day long. Brilliant. Hits it hard, hits it big. Where's it going to go? Catch. They get their first wicket. And Munir Abdurrahman goes for 42 or 50 deliveries. He tried to go for the hit again. It was very, very unnecessary considering the run rate is perfectly fine. They should have really kept in their crease, taking this game home like a proper Babar Rizwan duo, but couldn't do so. And in comes the one down. Munir goes. He played 51 deliveries, 42 runs, at a strike rate of 82, with a target of 150. That was perfectly fine. No need for criticism. Anyone says anything to him, that would be much, much unnecessary. Amanje, the new batsman in. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he has up his sleeve. Come on, man. Give us something. Give us something interesting. At least give us a super over, will you? Yeah, wide delivery. Imran. Come on, finish the over on a high note. Don't give us another wide. Not another extra, please, will you? And now they're using the pitch. Now they listen to the bright-minded commentator. Yours truly. 15 overs done, 110 for one. This game is very, very interesting. Yeah, look, they need about, well, not about, they need exactly 39 runs. 40 if you'd like to run it up, but yeah, they need 39 runs to be very precise, and they have 36 balls. And I'll tell you what, this game can go either way. The bowling side is fantastic. They have been fantastic. The batting side is really great. They're really strong. And anything can happen at this point, anything at all, really. You never know. You really never know, because this game is, it's a funny game, especially considering the pitch, considering the conditions, considering the dew. You have to also take into account the slow outfield. Anything can happen. And if these spinners really use their pitches and the fast bowlers towards the end and the death, maybe 1 or 2 overs, the penultimate and the final over, anything can happen. Pushes at it, slaps it, goes for 4. Faizani, he really is using that front foot. Have a look. Yep, perfect, absolutely perfect. Yep.
So Faizan shows continues here. 58 from 39. What an innings he played, and he continued to impress all of us. Even in the commentary box, I was just watching him from the ground. He is enjoying there out in the middle, having a good time. He just got a new partner there. Aman joined there in the middle. 7.52.
Cuts at it this time around. Milking now, really getting a single. You've got the runs for the over. There's no need to slog it anymore. Brilliant batting, really. 60 off 40.
Just 35 runs required. Looking very, very good. Confident team, QCC. And Kushal and his boys needs to bring somebody who can attack and get those important wicket of Faizan. If they can break this, if they can get this wicket, they will be definitely back into this game.
Well, bit of tension there, isn't it? Words exchanged between the umpire and the bowler, not so much. Maybe I'm exaggerating, who knows? Dot ball. Oh, brilliant. That was absolutely fabulous. Well, there was no result. The batsman, he's staying in his crease. The umpires haven't given a decision, but that really was a fantastic delivery. It was an absolute jaffa. It confused him. The batsman had nowhere to go, and the keeper was absolutely brilliant too. Reminds me of the fastest MS Dhoni can get. That was brilliant. It really was.
I think the batters were too smart as well, as you rightly mentioned. He was right there in the crease, never moved his feet. That's the reason he got survived. Couple of dot deliveries.
Outside edge, is it? Is it?
Yes,
Yes, it is. Well, off he goes, and they lose another wicket in quick succession. Very, very unnecessary of a shot. Shouldn't have done that. However, he did.
Yes, change of the length from Adnan. Very clever bowling. He knew there's a new batter there in the middle. He just had to make it a little short of the length, and he was very, very good in terms of getting that important breakthrough. Most importantly, it's a dot ball. Aman had to depart on this occasion. I'll get a new batter there in the middle, but Faizan continues to impress. As we mentioned, A is playing one of the best innings in this ground. 59 from 40. It's a knockout game between QCC and QIECO. After winning the toss, Kushal decided to bat first. To dance on the board, 149. And QIECO has come out to bat to chase this down. 11542 after 15.5 overs. Adnan, one more ball to complete a beautiful spell. Just consider 23 runs. Asking rate is 8.40, 35 of 4 points. It's got an exciting finish. Adnan, what do you think?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, look at now they got 4.1 overs left, and they need exactly 35. So that's about, do the maths here. That's about 25 balls. 35, isn't it?
It's going to be very interesting. Do not go anywhere. Those who just tuned in, it's going to be a cracker of contest. It's going to be a very exciting finish here to this 2020 match between Warriors and QIECO. Last ball of this over by Adnan, and the new batter Ajam Abdul.
Slugs at it. That was unnecessary, I'll be honest. That was very unnecessary. But he's lucky that it landed in no man's land. And yeah, they will get a double. And strike will go over to Faizan. Adnan at the end of his 4 overs. No maidens, 25 runs, a wicket, a crucial wicket, and an economy of 6.25.
I think Adnan has done really well after having a good performance with the bat. He bowled not having any wicket, but it's just made a little bit control on the run flow. Still 33 of 4 overs required, 24 deliveries left, and they need 33 as long as Faizan is still there in the crease. 59 from 40. It's looking good.
Yeah, if I was watching a normal game, and the reason I call it a normal game, we'll get to that after the ball. He slugs at it, he sweeps at it, doesn't he? Bit more of a drive. He's gonna get a single. Wants for the double. He's begging for the double. Inform batter. Yeah, he wants to win the game. And the real deal is that if it was a normal game, what I mean by a normal game, if it was normal circumstances, not these circumstances, I would have said, look, the batting team is definitely winning the game. You need about 32 runs off somewhat 23 balls. It's going to be a batsman's game. But this is a game where the pitch is favoring the spinners. The outfield is favoring the fielders. And the dew, well, it's favoring the batsman. So you never really know what's happening. It's always, it's a game of checkers, really. You're always one side or the other. You never know who's going to win until the last stone is there. Hits at it again. Long on comes in. The fielding positioning has been absolutely on point. Fielding, yeah, not so much. D factor.
Well, as you rightly mentioned, it could favor to anyone. It's not a batter's game. It's not a bowler's game. Do is there, and as well, it's going to favor the batting team at this moment.
It's at it again. This is good ball. This is brilliant bowling. Bowling right at his feet. Bowling like a proper fast bowler he is. The line length.
Imran is another very good performance with the ball. 1 wicket, just 9 runs conceded from 2.3. Needs to finish off with a good nod. Can he take one more wicket? A new batter in the middle, Ajam Abdul. The new batter, he needs to take those singles and bring back Faizan into the crease.
Yeah, he's not going to do that. He's going to try and go for the hit. Is it gone for 4? No, it isn't. Keep mentioning the slow outfield. It is so crucial. It's so crucial in this game. You just need 29 of somewhere about 18 deliveries, 20 deliveries.
Yeah, they're doing at power that the run rate is going to go shot up to 10 from next over.
Oh, missed everything really. Keeper, batsman, bat, wickets, and they're going to try and get a double here. And yes, he does. Faizan, brilliant running by this man. He's giving it all for his team. Ben Stokes, it's Faizan Stokes.
He's been there from the very first ball of this innings. He has done real hard work. He's not only went for those beautiful shots, but also ran in between the wickets really well. Converted those ones into twos. Take about what a performance, what a day, what an evening he is having here. Faizan.
Trapped onto the pads. Not going to be an out, is it? Oh, brilliant! Oh, brilliant! That was out of absolutely nowhere. I am caught between this. What has happened? Faizan, we were counting on you to bring the game home. And oh, off she goes. The keeper. What have you done? What have you done? Oh, Lord.
Have a look at this one right on the block hole. He went for the shot and sharp eyes from the keeper. Oh, a good throw it is towards the bowling end, and he's delighted over there. It's an absolutely important wicket for the bowling team. Faizan, the big man, they got a big fish here. He has to walk back, but he deserves a big standing ovation from his teammates and everyone in this ground.
Huge. The way he's walking off, his body language shows that he doesn't want to walk off. He doesn't want to do that, because he wants to win the game for his team. And unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances, and, well, actually, the keeper's brilliant fielding, brilliant accuracy. Yeah, the clapping. Keep it up. Faizan, you deserve it.
Absolutely stunned. It's an absolute pandemonium here after getting his wicket. Now they have to play something extraordinary has to bring here, because as you rightly mentioned, it is favoring the fielding team now, especially because of the dismissal of Faizan Naeem. Run out by Atif B. The keeper was spot on. That's a brilliant throw towards that bowling end. 61 from 44. A brilliant innings comes to an end. Munir Abdul gave him a good company there. 2 opening batters, 42 from 51. Aman is not able to contribute. Najam Abdul and Ankit Chauhan, the bowling all-rounder, or you would call him a batting all-rounder.
I think he's a bowling all-rounder. I think the way he does bowl, with the way he does like to swing the ball, even with the all ball, as we saw today in the death over, I definitely think he's a bowling all-rounder. But the good thing about a bowling all-rounder is that the bowling all-rounders, they don't usually look to build an innings. They want to come in, they want to slug, or they want to get those single doubles or whatever it is, but they want a good strike rate, they want to win it for the team. And as we've seen from Pakistan, our star bowler Shaheen Shah Afridi, he recently morphed or transformed into a bowling all-rounder. Can Ankit embody something of that kind? Well, yes, he has. Has he? It's 6. It's 6. Can you believe it? It's 6. First ball. Ankit Chauhan. You absolute beauty. What have you done, mate? What have you done?
Absolutely stunned the dugout of the opposition team. First ball, has taken that brilliantly from the offside. He has got enough timing, middle of the bat, and he said, I'm there. Just launched that 6 in style.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'm at a loss of words. Just came out first ball and said, look, I want to win this game. Down to 21 runs needed.
And
17 deliveries.
Musawwar is on pressure.
Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Much needed from Musawwar on the bowling side.
Good comeback. It's very good comeback now. He is looking good. First ball is launched in style, 6 from 2. What they need, just 21 runs from 2.4 overs.
Okay, goes again. He goes again. Has he found the gap? Has he found the gap? No. Good fielding. Gone underneath the ball and just guarded it. Good fielding on his end. Yeah, the pitch is doing bits now. The pitch really is doing bits now. Ankit's just going to have a look at it. But yeah, that was brilliant. That really was brilliant. The first ball 6 caught us off guard.
I just got the feeling that QIECO captain Rushad is realizing the fact that he needs to have somebody to get some big shot. That's the reason he's been sent top in the order. As you mentioned, he is a bowling all-rounder, but he is going to play his shots. On the other hand, Ajam Abdul.
Yeah, definitely. I was talking about him slogging in here. Off he comes, first ball. Surprises us all. Off he goes. Ajam Abdul. Has he got the gap? No, he hasn't. Protection again. Single. Just keep milking him. You need 19 more runs. Just the 19 more runs.
It's all happening. It's all happening here in Mizal Cricket Ground. We're going to witness a fantastic finish to this cracking contest between two strong teams.
Definitely. The Qatari MCG never fails to impress. Ajam this time around. Oh, misfield. Get a double, will ya? Good running. Great running.
It was Raghuram just not able to catch the ball. It's a misfield, allowed the batter to go for another single. 2 runs conceded, turning out to be a very interesting over. 23 conceded already from his 3.5. Musawwar, its last ball of the spell. They just need 17. QCC.
Slugs at it again this time. On the ground. And, collected. Just going to be a single. He's just putting the pressure on the fielders a little bit. End of the 18th over. As we proceed into the penultimate over, they need 15 more runs from 12 balls.
Yes, they need 16 runs from 2 overs. It's going to be very interesting. 8 runs per over. And Chauhan just joined there in the middle plate. The beauty of that 6 from the very first delivery faced. It's all eyes on Mohit Chauhan. Have a look at the various bowling card. 134 for 3 is the score at this moment. Overs number 18 is already completed. Just need 16 of 2 overs. Ankit Chauhan looking good. 10 from 5. Can he swing his arms, get a couple of lasty blows and become a real hero tonight for the team QCC? As Imran to continue 10 runs from 3 overs. Has got a wicket here as well. Got to be careful here. Ankit to deal with Imran's slow deliveries.
Pushes at it again. And, a bit of fielding needed on that specific occasion. Good shot, Ankit. But good fielding too.
A runner ball will take them almost close to the target, but they will definitely find an odd boundary or 6 in between. Will be an advantage now. Have a look at this score variation between the overs, over by over. The red pillars are, it's almost reaching at par with the blue.
Hard. Down the ground again. What's it going to be? Yep. Just a single. Just a single. Smart batting. Good batting. 15 needed from about 11 deliveries now.
It's going to be very interesting finish. Last over, if we have an excess of 10 runs, it's going to be tough. Let me tell you, Hunan, if it is more than 10 runs they need in the last over, I would favor the team fielding now to win this match. What do you reckon, if it is more than 10 runs in the last over?
I don't know, man. I don't know. We've got Ankit, who came out and just surprised us with that first delivery. Has he bowled him? No, has he? Well, I beg your pardon on that. Oh, that one? Yeah, good. That was fast. By the keeper, that was fast. Yeah, yeah, the credit does go to the keeper. He's doing a good job there. Brilliant job, really.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. He was very good, proactive behind the stump, standing very close to the stump. Look at that. Imran, moving on.
Slaps it hard, but no vacant region again. Wants a double. And they need 13 now of 8 deliveries. This game is seesawing everywhere. No one knows what's going to happen. Absolutely no clue. Brilliant by both teams.
Turning off 1.2. Let's wait and watch how many runs required in the last over. That was an absolute superb delivery. It's a dot at this time, creating pressure, mounting pressure for the batting team. Look at the body language of the new batter. Ajam Abdul is feeling the pressure there. 13 of 1.1. So last over, 10 runs or more than that.
I have no clue. I want a super over, to be honest. Steve Smith style. And through the vacant region, is it? No. Slow outfield. Once again, fails the batsman. It's going to be a run out. It is going to be a run out. Ajam, you have to walk back. Or is it Ankit?
That's a run out.
Ajam. I think it's Ajam. You have to walk back to the pavilion. It's a run out. Well, they tried. They need now just about 12 runs from the final over. Let's see what can happen.
He was too excited to pull out that stump. Wicket keeper has done a fabulous job. It is Imran has concluded his spell. 4 overs, just 1 ball to make a part. 137 for 3. QCC need to pull off something very special in the final over. 13 runs required and 1 ball to go to finish this one. And after that, there will be a final over where they need to strike really well. If they can manage to get a couple of runs or the boundary in the last, is it completed? The 1 over to go now. Just 6 deliveries left. 12 runs. I would still say it is a 50-50.
100%. 100%. We've got Ankit on one end and we've got a brilliant bowling attack on the other end. This game could go either way. This is a nail biter. This is something that us commentators and us spectators we love to see. Absolutely brilliant.
You rightly mentioned this could go neither way. Kushal is trying to have maximum attention in the field to make sure that his best fielders are in the right position. No margin for error. This is the last over. This is a knockout game. They want to stay back alive in this tournament. They need to pull these things back in style to defend this 13, make a part in 12 runs from the last over. Ankit Chauhan looking good, is going to swing his arms. He's going to definitely swing his arms and he's going to go for big shots. That's the reason he has been sent top in the order by the captain. And Sandy needs to bowl his best 6 deliveries this evening to get things back to his team.
Yeah, no clue. No clue what's going to happen. You're just going to have to sit and watch. Because this game could go either way. You've got a brilliant bowler on one end of the pitch, and you've got a hitter, a slugger, a man who just wants to hit, a man who wants the blood of the bowlers. Anything can happen. Anything at all. Come on, lads. What's it going to be? Here we go. Final over. Wide delivery. We start off with a wide. He's going to be disappointed with that, Sandy, but they started off with a wide.
Yes, Sandy needs to be very careful. As I mentioned, 6 deliveries. He has to pull off the best 6 deliveries this evening to get things back into the favor of the bowling team. QCC would believe now that they just need 11 runs. They're sensing a victory, but never know. 6 deliveries left in this over.
Hits it hard, hits it big, hits it down the ground, and I think it's just going to be a single. I think that it's... Oh, they've come back for the second. Have they? Have they? And it's a run out. It is a run out. It is all happening at the Qatari MCG. Never fails to impress this ground. This is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant. Anything can happen from this point on.
Have a look at the throw from the deep mid wicket. It's an absolutely spot on, and it is there right underneath the ball, grabs the ball on time. Sandy making no mistake, and it's a run out. And most importantly, it's a dot ball, 1 wide. Considered Sandeep just still require 11 runs. 19.06 legal deliveries left in this over. Hunain, it's going to be a nail-biting finish, as you rightly mentioned. We knew from the first over it's going to go till the wire. Faizan has played a wonderful innings. He has kept the momentum going on. He was enjoying out there in the middle. Now it's up to the new batter to come and finish things off.
Yeah, definitely. He's played a brilliant innings. We're gonna still talk about it because that's the innings that really anchored it. Something out of an Ashes game where Ben Stokes is just on song, something like that. Definitely. There we go. Second ball. And it's going to be a wide again. He's going to question the umpire. Wry smile on his face, Sandy. He's going to keep the spirit of cricket alive. Sportsmanship is very important, boys and girls.
Has a smile on his face. Sandy has bowled really well. Just considered 29. A bit expensive in the middle. He's looking for that big wicket of Ankit Chauhan. Can he deliver with the ball?
Hits it hard, hits it big, hits it over the cover region. Does he? Well, and they're going to come back for the second.
They need to run. They need to run really hard now. It's going to be 9 runs from the next 5 deliveries. Couple of wides and a run out in this over. Now 4 deliveries left, 7 required. This is going to be one of the finest finish to the 2020 match in this tournament. The best you're going to watch now. Those who just tuned in with us watching the live cricket action. It's all here happening in MCG of Qatar.
Qatari MCG, yes sir. 4 off 7, here we go. Hits it hard, hits it big, it's up in the air, it's up in the air. What's going to happen? What's it going to be? It's going to be a catch. No, it's a drop. It's a drop. You cannot drop those. You cannot drop those. What have you done?
How many times you have seen the drop catches this evening in this match? This was the crucial one, and it's all shows the pressure mounting there for the fielding team. Have a look at this one. It was almost got into a straightforward catch, an absolute sitter. It just missed in the last second. That makes the situation more tougher for the fielding team or the batting team. I would still say it's 50-50. 3 balls remaining and 6 required. 1 boundary can change the momentum into the favor of the batting team, or a big 6.
Yep. 3 ball 6 it is. They need strike rate of 200 now off every ball. They do. They really do. And yeah, there's a bit of a tension there. The umpires just having a chat with the referee. The match Referees, what's it going to be? Well, continue. They do continue.
Sandy, moving on. Fourth ball.
Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. What have you done, Prashant? What have you done? Shouldn't have done that. It is now 2 balls, 6 runs to win. This game is absolute madness. Absolute madness. It is going all over the place. No clue.
Prashant needs to find some or other way to get connection and run for this next ball. Here we go.
Swing and a miss again, swing and a miss again, and Anki has been run out. I reckon this is it. I reckon this is the end of a QIECO cricket club for this tournament. Can't be too sure. They need a 6 of the final delivery. Let's see what happens.
Atif was too good. Look at that. Wicketkeeper Atif has done brilliant work behind the stump. On this occasion, he's making sure that he gets right on the stump. That was very important. Directed, ran for it. Almost looked like an MS Dhoni effort there in the death over.
Yeah, definitely something of like Mark Boucher, who knows, Adam Gilchrist. Final ball, 6 runs to win. Can he pull off a Virat Kohli? Can he pull off a Ben Stokes?
And can he pull off a Rinku Singh has performed today in this IPL this evening from Kolkata Knight Riders? He pulled off 29 from the last 5 balls. So he needs someone like Rinku Singh. A performance, 1 ball to go and a big 6, nothing less than that. You can't ask better than this when it comes to a 2020 overs contest. And this is
maybe a Javed Miandad, 1 ball 4 to win, 6 runs, 1987 Charger Cup.
That's a big moment.
Virat Kohli, who knows?
Who knows what's going to happen in the last ball? It's all up to Sandy how he's going to deal with this. Here we go, final ball. Swings!
Swing and a miss! That is it! That is it! The game is finished. He kisses the ground. Atif, you beauty. What a keeper. What a game. What a thrilling delivery. What a thrilling match this was. Nail biter went down the wire.
Absolutely stand the dugout of the team QIECO. They have done all the hard work. Fazan was looking really good, but and it went up to till the wire. It's a fantastic finish to a 2020 overs match. Kushal and his boys, after putting a good show with the bat, 149. The asking rate was shooting up. Have a look at this batting line. The Fazan is too good, 61 from 44. Has played an anchor innings. Munir Abdul gave him a good company out there in the middle. Aman Chakar and Abdul Rafai not able to contribute, and Aki Chauhan came out and played a real cameo, 16 from 11. He was run out of Atif's brilliance, and after that Yasunda not able to contribute. Prashant inside tried to get those runs in the last over. It is all about the fielding effort. Kushal and his boys, Warriors, take a bow. What a good finish. They convincingly won the match. Extras of 18, and it's all up to the brilliant ground fielding has been spot on from Kushal and his boys. Warriors winning by 5 runs. That's all. We'll quickly get into the presentation ceremony. Good evening and welcome to the post-match presentation. We had a fantastic finish to an absolute thriller here in Missile Cricket Ground. You can't ask better than this when it comes to 2020 overs match. QIECO and Warriors. We just witnessed one of the finest finishes to 2020 overs match. We have a performance, outstanding batting from one man who stood there right till the first innings. He bowled as well 4 overs. Before I call him, I would like to call upon Mr. Prasanna right here, the match referee, to give him the man of the match trophy. And to tell you who is the man who was too good with the performance of the bat, let me call upon Mr. Adnan Mirza right here to receive his man of the match. It's an absolute super performance with the bat and ball as well. He's almost got into the 50s and he's came out and had a tremendous effort with the ball. Well done, it was a super performance under pressure. It was never easy against the spinners, but you were too good with the bat, especially those couple of glorious cover drives towards the mid-wicket and even the extra cover drive. It was a treat to watch. What was going on in your mind during that time, especially when the wickets were losing on the other hand?
Especially after us coming for a long time, we were just hoping that pitch will act like a normal, but it's not. Ball was holding a bit, kept a little bit low, odd ball kept a little bit low. So we just decided to just stay there and just keep calm and just play the ball to ball game, and then later on it will come easy. But it won't. Spinners came and it's still holding a bit long. So I just waited for my basics and I just wait for what my strength is and just play around that.
It was very good to see you. You were bowling also when it came to the second. It's a good smile on your face. It was fantastic to watch that ball. Very well done, and thank you so much for entertaining us. All the very best for the rest of the tournament. That's it. Adnan Mirza, the man of the match, was tremendous bowling effort. Evan, he was too good with the bat as well. That's all what we have from the post-match presentation.